What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Zayvon Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and y'all, we are live, and it's time to watch Big 3, baby. We got Big 3, Week 3 basketball action going down. As y'all can see at the bottom of the screen, man, those are my picks, y'all. Let's get ready to get into it. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's do this, man.
As he got a shot is blocked, but there's Mike Taylor picking up the scratch, follows it up and in. 2-0 Ghost Ballers.
Now, is this a Scout? If you're still there, is this the year that the Ball Hogs, your former team, they've been really good without you since then?
All right. Well done.
Is this the year they finally make the playoffs?
You know, that sometimes they say that's an indirect kill job. That was a direct kill job right there. Well, you know, they should, but you saw what happened last week. They had a great opportunity, no Paul Millsap, and they just laid an egg. So they got to have the energy. Just a big game for both teams.
Big team. Yep, I totally agree.
Here's the Hezzy guy to Mike Taylor. Mike will pull up. Jody Meeks will bring it out for the Ball Hogs.
And you would think, too, like with Meeks and Barbosa in the backcourt, that you would win games just by default with those two, their ability both to shoot it. But Jody Meeks can put it on the deck, and so can Barbosa. So you kind of scratch your head when you see it don't kind of come together. It doesn't really come together.
Yeah. Larry Sanders, Leandro Barbosa, Jody Meeks for the Ball Hogs. Here's Meeks taken to the cup. Oh, the follow, though, by Larry Sanders. Oh, the Hezzy. No. Rejected, and Jody Meeks lays it in. 4-0, 4-2, I should say, Ghost Ballers.
Well, at that time, though, but Larry Sanders, instead of following Darnell Jackson out to the free throw line or to the three-point line, he stayed inside, which enabled him to get the block.
Darnell Jackson can knock down those occasional threes. Missed that one, though, as Barbosa drops the dime for Sanders, and he's fouled by Jackson.
Well, interesting, too, because Chris Johnson, usually they'll go with the combination the bigs inside to start. So George Gervin kind of went more conventional with one big and, two guards. Maybe that can provide a little bit more offensive fire punch.
So here's Larry Sanders shooting 1 for 2. Knocks it down. 4-point lead. George Gervin, the Hall of Famer, head coach of the Ghost Ballers. Rick Barry, the other Hall of Famer, he's head coach of the Ball Hogs. Carter, his three's no good. Jackson, offensive board to Mike Taylor. Little short. Back to Jackson. Nope. Tried to follow his own miss. And Mike Taylor ties him up.
Take a look. Good defense. Both times by Sanders, just staying straight up, and some choice of language there afterwards for Mike Taylor for not getting it. But there's Sanders playing disciplined defense.
Here's a Brazilian blur to the Hezzy guy. In and out. They'll go in the post now to Jackson. Kick out, Mike Taylor. They can't find the range just yet. Jody Meeks. In and out again for Taylor.
And either team can find their rhythm. Let's see if Barbosa can knock that one in. No, and he knew it immediately. He tried to follow it up.
Carter blocked again. Barbosa's pass stolen. Chaotic scene here.
Right now, Jackson not able to retrieve the rebound, playing a little volleyball, keeping that possession alive.
And it's the Ball Hogs with a 4-point lead here early. These two squads battling it out. Looking to go above 500. Ball Hogs are a squad that A, have never made the playoffs. B, that a few seasons ago, these guys were winless. But believe this is maybe the season they can turn the tide and finally make the postseason. And it's critical because you want to try to separate yourself. Don't forget, in week 6 is where you start eliminating teams from playoff contention. Bivouac got a victory earlier today. They're the only 3-0 squad. Enemies you'll see here play coming up. Triplets got some really hot shooting from the Parga brothers, and they're now 2-1.
Back in the day when early, even a couple years ago with the Ball Hogs, a big part of their challenge, Brian, was that they would go into halftime ahead with leads. But for some reason, they just couldn't continue to hold that into the second half.
Let's take a listen and go into the huddle of the Ghost Ballers.
My boys, Ghost, and let's go out here. Let's stay hard. Let's play physical. Let's get this win. Ghost!
As Darnell Jackson in the hot mic room. Right now down 4 to the Ball Hogs. They had a nice 4-point shooting contest here during the break. How about the mayor of Baltimore?
Yeah, I could tell you ran track. With that jump shot, the form one. My man, he talked a big game about shooting against him, and yeah.
How about Rick Barry? He's already coming out, bringing the fire. He wants to challenge that foul call, so that means Darnell Jackson, Larry Sanders will go one-on-one. Darnell Jackson trying to go for the points. Sanders looking for the stop and get possession of the ball. And he gets the stop, and the Ball Hogs will take over.
Yeah, that time size won out. The power of Jackson pushed Larry Sanders back, but not enough. And the reach foul probably could have got called, but the long arms forced Jackson to be a little bit more uncomfortable on that. And once again, defense was able to win out on that one.
Leandro Barbosa lays it in. 6-point lead for the Ball Hogs. Here's Carter. To Jackson. Counted in one.
I like that. I like that play. Little pick and roll. Now that pass, you got to extend that dribble a little bit, force the defense to help, and then put that pocket pass right where the big doesn't really have to make a decision. He can catch it, put it down one time, or just finish it, just like just like Darnell was able to do Jackson right there.
Kiss me.
3-point play is good. 3-point lead for the Ball Hogs. First team to 25. We head to the half. On Summers has checked in for the Ball Hogs. He's got the rock right now. He'll pull it for three.
And Summers could hit that shot. We saw Darnell Jackson kind of really got up on him to contest it. This is where Jackson has the advantage.
Couple of reach-ins, and Jackson puts it in through the contact.
Oduzzo, Jackson going down low. Able to get the power and then fight through it. And you think he's not pumped up right now. How about this? I'm going to show you something that I think you would appreciate when I can get it.
Tie game in the meantime. 8-all. Here's Jody Meeks. Little turnaround.
What'd that say right there? Behind the Style. Behind the Smile by Darnell Jackson. The nice book that he wrote.
How about that?
He gave it to me on the plane last week. Can't wait to dig into it a little bit.
The Iceman. He's going to challenge that call. He's going to bring the fire. So both coaches have gone to the well early.
You get 1.5, so they're trying to figure out when you use it.
Jody Meeks, Ryan Carter. Jody Meeks going for the points here. And did they call a foul? They call a foul on Ryan Carter, so give Jody Meeks the points.
And give Jody Meeks the credit for initiating that contact because he wanted to get to his right hand. Carter is there. He's there. Now, you really can't see it a little bit, but Carter's arm comes down just enough for Meeks to get up underneath it. And that's just a smart basketball play. And you force the official to either call it or they don't. And that time, it was in favor of Ball Hogs.
Two-point lead for the Ball Hogs. Carter will inbound to Jackson. Hezziga lays it in. We're tied at 10. Meeks comes off the screen from Summers and lays it in.
They've got a little competition going on here between Ryan Carter and Jody Meeks.
Mm-hmm.
Jody Meeks' reputation in the league and playing was a shooter. All for catch and shoot, spot ups, but he's shown a lot in this league too with his ability to put it on the floor, beat you, and finish it or make some plays.
Here's Ice Cube, Big3 co-founder, sitting courtside and enjoying the action. Here's the Hezzy guy. Oh, the crossover, and just lays it in.
I gave a little shoulder swag to the
Hezzy
fans
guy.
in the first row underneath the basket down there.
Tied up at 12.
Hezzy guy. He's gonna let you know when he's
Summers. Yes, for 3.
No hesitation that time by Darnell Jackson not to get out there. Summers able to knock it in.
3-point lead. Here's Jackson.
Oh,
what a block by Jody Meeks.
Yeah, they did. They did. It was so funny because Gennaro, he hit the game-winning shot. And then
how about that hustle?
Yeah, how about it? You got a layup.
Fired up, so yeah. They showed out.
You don't give up those kind of plays.
Phillips really needs it. Without Joe Johnson, you needed
Ryan Carter able to get by him, and now right back. And Adam to try to get it. Chris Johnson just in the game with an offensive rebound.
Seeing his first action. Forces that shot up. Barbosa with the rebound. Meeks, catch and shoot. Short. Mike Taylor into Johnson, spinning.
Oh, I like that. Johnson. Talking about the running back.
Little miscommunication with the ball hogs on that defense, and good patience at time by Chris Johnson.
Ryan Carter lays it in. 1-point lead for the Ghost Ballers. Good crossover by Barbosa to Meeks. Extra pass to Summers. 5 on his shot clock. Summers drive the baseline and banks it home.
You know what? Chris Johnson couldn't really help on that because you had Barbosa who was spotted up in the corner. So he was kind of caught in between, and that time Summers able to finish it. Oh, that was a tough.
Barbosa fouls Chris Johnson. It's good sportsmanship by Barbosa, checking on Johnson, make sure he was okay. Mo Charlo will check in. Mike Taylor will see his first rest of the afternoon. Johnson knocks down 1 for 2. Over 10,000 have come out here to Baltimore to watch the Big 3.
Shout out to B-More for stepping up, supporting the Big 3.
Juan Summers, another triple.
Hey, you can shoot it, man.
20-18. By the way, Newark, New Jersey, get ready. Brick City coming to your town next weekend.
You got to travel like 5 minutes for that trip.
That is a home game.
It's a home game for you, partner.
No plane for me.
Right, and no
weekend.
Hotel. Now you sleep right in your bed. You sleep right at home.
That's the beauty.
Yeah.
Here's Carter. Barbosa all over him.
Yep, he all up into him too. It's like, nah. Oh,
Hezzy.
Yeah.
Missed it, everything. Summers follow. Nope. Mo Charlo will lay it in.
But see, sometimes, like Ryan Carter, you got to let the ego go. You can get Barbosa a little bit, get him back. But then when you throw up a shot like that, fortunately, his team was able to go away from it. But that could get you in trouble by trying to kind of go at Barbosa and just disrupt your offense by doing so.
Chris Johnson. Oh, how did he get that one to go?
Athleticism and being 6'11". That helps big time right here. Even though he's behind the backboard a little bit, he's able to get it up and over the top.
Here's Lucas Mariano. Knocked away by Mo Charlo. Good D. 5 on the shot clock. Air ball. And Hezzy God lost it out of bounds.
Why do you think he lost it? He was looking at the rim for that layup.
Yes, he was.
He didn't bring it in.
Summers, good block by Charlo.
Good timing too. Charlo, that time, you notice he came in and blocked it with his right hand. And the left was there. He chose to use the right and actually got his body in front and avoided the foul.
Barbosa left open and missed it. Inside, Mariano.
Beautiful pass. Dart pass. Both Mariano and Leandro both from Brazil. A little combination right there.
A three, we go to the half. And the Hezzy guy knocks it down, and we do just that.
Takes it to the half. Y'all Ghost Balls up.
3-point lead for the Ghost
win
Balls.
this game, so
two teams looking to get over 500. And it's the Hezzy guys.
Big game for both teams, though, with both of them being one-on-one.
So gives the Ghost Ballers
game moves
a 3-point lead.
2-1, while the other team.
And right now, he's with our Rachel Demita.
Here with Hezzy, you told Scout earlier that you needed to start. You play the best when you're starting. How you feel about your performance in the first half?
I missed a couple easy ones, but I appreciate the guys sticking with me. That's what teammates are for, sticking with you even when you're not performing at your best. It's going to pick up in the second half.
Talk about your guys' chemistry. I saw you about to get checked out. You said, give me a couple more minutes, but you guys seem to just have such an energy about you guys. Talk about the chemistry.
With any competition, the goal is winning, and we're a team, so we understand that you can only win together. You can't win by yourself.
Cool. Thank you, Hezzy.
Well, the squad's got a 3-point lead right now. Both teams looking to get over 500. When we come back, the second half, it's the Big 3 here on X.
All right, y'all. Once again, it's halftime. Ghost Ballers up 25-22. Been a very tight game so far. We kind of seen, Leandro Barbosa and Hezzy guy go back and forth with one another. But that's why we love the Big 3, the competition. When the guys are going out here playing well, and it's not like, they don't like each other, but they're just going out here competing. They're playing hard. And that's what makes the Big 3 so entertaining, because these guys are going out here giving it their all. But, yeah, I think Ghost Ballers, y'all, in the second half, I honestly feel like they've been playing better than the Ball Hogs, to be honest. I mean, they missed a couple of shots. But I think the Ghost Ballers, sometimes what they do is, y'all, they turn the ball over way too much. And what happens is the other team, they capitalize off those turnovers. And we saw that last week, like when the Ghost Ballers played the enemies, at halftime it was tied. And then next thing you know, the enemies ends up winning by like 15 points. So, and that was because the Ghost Ballers just turned the ball over too much. So the Ghost Ballers, they're a very good team. They just have to stop turning the ball over. Because, I feel like they've been playing much better than the Ball Hogs.
Was the Ghost Ballers, thanks to Ryan Carter, got the start.
They did.
And provided a little bit of spark here for this Ghost Ballers.
Started off a little slow as far as scoring the ball, both teams, but then they kind of got into their rhythm. And speaking of rhythm, it was Ryan Carter not kind of settling for jump shots, put it on the deck, and he was able to attack. I thought George Gervin did a good job of rotating with his rotations to kind of keep energy going. Once the bench came in, thought Chris Johnson provided some good scoring for him and opportunity. So can you keep this going? What do the Ball Hogs? I think DeJuan Summers now is starting because of his outstanding shooting in the first half in the lineup. And I like the adjustments, and Chris Johnson is starting in the second half for Ball Hogs.
Mariano, knocked away that alley-oop. As he had just 7 points last week. He's got 9 so far. Here's Summers, as you talked about, and what he's just brought. Knocked down a couple of threes. Here's a nice drive there, and it's a 1-point lead now for the Ghost Ballers.
Yeah, because those threes froze Charlo. Charlo didn't. He wanted to come out in between, and Summers just blew right by it.
That pass went off the foot. Chris Johnson called that a kick. Summers will inbound. Here's Barbosa. That's short.
Some are saying he got a piece up, but I don't think Charlo got a piece. I think you're going to look at it. Oh, they call it a loose ball foul.
I think they got the hezzy guy for holding Mariano.
Oh, underneath.
Mm-hmm. Hezzy guy will have a seat. Mike Taylor will check in. So it's Mo Charlo, Mike Taylor, and Chris Johnson for the Ghost Ballers. Leandro Barbosa, Lucas Mariano, Juan Summers for the ball hog. This is Barbosa. Too strong. Got it back. And Mariano lays it in.
The thing was so strong that it was Charlo and Mike Taylor couldn't figure out how to get it. It darted off the back of the rim so hard. Fortunate bounce at that time for the ball hog.
Here's Taylor. Oh, what a strip. Hey, let's find out what's been going on social media. Here's Rachel.
Yeah, guys, I have a big update for you. We just hit 1.1 million viewers so far on the stream, and this is only our first game on X, and I am watching chat to make sure that you guys spam it. Let me know what you're seeing. Let me know what teams you're rooting for. And before I wrap this up, chat, I want to know where are you guys tuning in from, because we have had viewers from all over the world. So let me know right now in chat. Where are you viewing from?
Oh, I love it, Rachel. Hey, Rachel, now, anybody saying anything to you on social media at all?
Oh, of course. They're loving the streams. Are you kidding?
Okay. Just want to make
We
sure.
had over 5 million viewers just last week. So I'm going to see if we can top that this week.
Love it.
Hey, Rich, have you seen like a consistency, like a theme that you've seen through a lot of your messages of the kind of the messages about the Big Three?
Yeah, we're out to say about the Big Three. We ain't talking about your DMs, Rachel.
Hey, listen, my DMs are closed. No, they're loving the game so far. And right now we have some huge Ghost Baller fans in the chat.
Like it. How about Mike Taylor fans? You get the Johnson back. Oh, the Taylor and Barbosa with the takedown.
Little give and go action. Barbosa slipped.
Mike Taylor trying to shut it up. Yeah.
How come you didn't ask about my DM?
Because Miscali may have been.
Yeah, Miscali might have been listening.
Yeah,
man.
we try to get you in trouble, bro.
All right.
Respect. Get implicated in that stuff. Man. You was already off the hook on that duck boat with those beards for the for the championship parade. Miscali gave you a pass for that day.
Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. 1 point lead here for the Ghost Ballers.
Hey, listen, 1.1 million. I mean, it's our first game on.
How about that?
Streaming on that,
I know.
for the day.
That's great.
But I will say the expansion of the league, the promotion, as better as the players got, the more coverage. There's so many opportunities for the Big Three to continue to grow. You saw the sale of the team for $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I liken it to, and it's beautiful give and go right there too, what you see in pickleball, where teams started off selling for 100,000, a million, something. Now they're selling for 25 million.
Wow.
So the game plan for the Big Three is kind of following that pattern as far as purchasing teams and the valuation.
And you got good sponsors like Monster who continue to do it. It's a good drive there by the ball hog, Juan Summers. And it's a 1 point lead for the ball hogs. We go back and forth. First team to 50 wins. You got to win by 2. Here's CJ. He'll pull it. He can shoot that thing. It's in and out. Barbosa with it. Oh, good steal. CJ all day.
Barbosa wanted to set that play up where it was a screen in his but Barbosa didn't throw it high enough.
I guess I would say we'll see him probably
turnover, easy baskets by CJ.
Last year they kind of split it up. They had, Jim Jackson and Brian Custer. They commentated the first 3 games, and then they had Avery.
Over 10,000.
I can't remember the other guy's name, but they had
talked about the duck
last.
boat. Yeah,
That's not the picture I want to see.
You would think, look, Scout, not Jaylen Brown was there.
Scout hit the big shot in the corner to seal the deal in Game 4.
That was the 08 boat. That's the 08 boat. And by the way, I had my family on the boat. That's why I got the pass.
Scout, where's the champagne photo?
Oh, I should send that.
Yeah, where's that?
Oh, you got it. I was spraying. You know what? I'll go send it to the producer.
Green champagne bottle.
And I was
Best day of
spraying.
his life.
I was spraying the
Watch
people.
out for
You giving the people what they want. Hey, Scout, you was giving the people what they wanted.
Only half of them liked it, though.
Oh, my goodness. Mike Taylor, that one rolls out. Real unkind to Mike. 1 point lead for the Ball Hogs. Here's Barbosa with 4. He'll pull it. It's short.
Yeah, smart play by Chris Johnson, too, by not going for a little pump fake by Leandro behind the three-point line and saying, listen, if you're going to shoot it, you're going to shoot it over the top, over a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
Hence, Barbosa thought about it, wore down the shot clock, and ended up shooting the air ball. So good disciplined defense by Chris Johnson.
Mike Taylor, good ball fake. Oh, drops the dime to Mo.
Okay.
Pretty pass by Mike Taylor. Watch this.
And the pump, what I tell you about the pump fake, then drive. And once you put your team, a defensive team in rotation, it's going to be tough to protect everything and take everything away. That's an easy dunk for Charlo.
Mariano had hit 1 3. Darnell Jackson's going to check back in for the Ghost Ballers. Mo Charlo will have a seat.
Yeah, good money by Charlo, too.
Yeah,
Low energy.
He did.
A lot of times with coaches, your substitution, you put a guy in, you know, that can give you maybe not the points, but it's the energy, it's the effort, it's setting picks, it's rebounding. That's out there. That's what we saw for Charlo right there, and he knows it too. But a guy that understands their role is so valuable.
See that patch? You had that B1 patch on his shoulder there that gives him energy. B1 patches. As the Iceman talks over strategy with his team, and the other Hall of Famer, Rick Barry, talking with his.
And we have play under review here to see who it went out on. Now, it's not that, it's the exchange earlier between Meeks and Taylor. Right? Well, it was before that play there. I mean, before that action. And that may have went off of Taylor at the end when he reached, but both angles are tough, and we'll maybe get a better look here. Still can't really see because both players' backs are to us. We need that slash camera, maybe the baseline on that side or the angle.
One-point lead for the Ghost Ballers. Let's see. That one's off of me. Oh, is that hit?
The Mike Taylor, right? Let's see. No, they kept it off of Meeks, saying that Taylor didn't hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really tough. I mean, those angles don't really give you a definitive answer. Maybe this one does. That looks like Taylor at the end.
Tough. Taylor's got it right now, though. Drive. Ooh, scoop. No. Meeks to follow, blocked. Here's Darnell Jackson with it. He left it short. Now Meeks with it. Turns the corner. Drives the baseline. Has it taken away. Jackson to Johnson.
And Jody Meeks saying twice I drove, got hit, didn't get the call. But when you stop and you turn it over, guess what happens? Right here. The layup inside.
Here's Meeks. Good cut. Backdoor cut and lays it in. 1 point lead for the Ghost Ballers. Pull up by Taylor. It's good. Lead is 3. Here's Mariano with it. A cutting Meeks. To Summers.
Yeah, but Summers stayed. Meeks thought that Summers was going to follow him once he made that curl, but Summers, flared out to the 3-point line.
Johnson, they threw it up to him. There's Summers with it. Taylor.
Pull up.
Doesn't get the roll, but there's a good follow by Jackson.
And Summers just mistimed it. He was there for the rebound, but it took that slower bounce off the rim. He missed it. Summers did, and Darnell Jackson able to clean up some of that loose change.
Here's Jody Meeks. Missed it badly. Here's Mike in his bag. A 3. Oh, it's short. Tough shot by Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson, who came off the bench in this game, really played well thus far.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. Dwan Chalmers, listen, you forced Chris Johnson to kind of turn behind the backboard, but again, 6'11", you still can see that right arm is inside of the backboard. Good move by Jody Meeks,
who lays it in. 5-point lead.
Jody. I mean, moving quick without the ball, too. That's a really good read and react.
Oh, Chris, behind the back to Jackson. Johnson for 3.
Oh, that time he didn't have to. Mike Taylor
asking for the challenge.
Oh, his hand was on the ball. He hit Jody afterwards, but he got all ball. So Mike wanted him to challenge. He didn't want bring the fire.
Right.
Which he's right, because it wasn't a foul. He got all ball. Yeah.
Yep. So Mike Taylor, Jody Meeks will go one-on-one. Doing the bring the fire challenge. Jody Meeks will get the ball, going for the points. Mike Taylor trying to get the stop. If he gets the stop, he gets the basketball. And he gets the stop. It will be Ghost Ballers basketball.
It worked out, but that's where the communication between the coach and the player, when you're asking for something like that, has to be clear, concise. Because George Gervin was thinking he didn't foul him, so bring the fire.
Yeah.
Mike Taylor saying, no, challenge the call.
You're right.
Maintain bring the fire because I didn't foul him, and it will get overturned.
Where's Johnson? And a bump by Barbosa.
And both teams right now in pretty good position. Ball Hogs, 3 fouls going into the second half.
Johnson again, the turnaround jumper.
Oh, man, he got all kind of game in his bag, man. And Ghost Ballers only 2 fouls. But I would try to go back at that mismatch if Barbosa is going to stay on Chris in that mid post and go right back. What was that?
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a violation. He could have gave him a couple things on that one right there, just because he didn't know what to do with it.
14 points for Chris Johnson.
Go right back to it.
Yep.
Right here.
He's had the hot hand here for the Ghost Ballers.
Oh.
He lost it on the spin.
Yep, and that was Barbosa You really don't want to reach at that point because you're going to give up the baseline, but he was able to get away with it and force that turnover.
Jackson snags the board. Here's the Hezigod who's checked back in.
Oh.
Larry Sanders with the hard foul.
Hey, I like that foul, though. Nothing
And
easy.
I thought last week a little bit, even in week 1, Ryan Carter settled for jump shots.
Well, Rick Barry wants to challenge that card. He's going to bring the fire to Ryan Carter. So that means Ryan Carter, the Hezzy guy, going one-on-one with Larry Sanders.
Big against Maul, use your limp.
And Sanders was what, defensive player of the year, right?
Yeah.
Here's the Hezzy guy, like on IG. Like on IG. And too strong.
But Sanders did the right thing. One, tried to force him right.
Hezzy did too much dribbling that time,
he gave
y'all.
enough space, and he didn't go for the hesitations. And when the shot went,
Just win that.
guess what?
Yeah, Johnson.
He was able to contest it, and he let ghost ballers know too that one-on-one game wasn't
on the back, all this stuff.
go out the way you thought it was.
We still got 3 more games left here on X. As soon as we're done, you're going to see Tri-State and the Killer Threes. And he's the only other unbeaten team in the league trying to remain unbeaten as they take on the Aliens. And we'll wrap up the night with Trilogy taking on Threes Company. 10,104 people have come out here to CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore to watch the Big 3.
Well, you know, it's interesting, too, that the 7 year, we haven't been to Baltimore yet. Now, sometimes it's due to timing and availability of a facility or arena. So it's not like I don't think it wasn't on the map or radar for the Big 3 to be able to come to Baltimore. But a lot of it the coordination has to do with facilities and availability and when they're available. So sometimes, you know, with the other travel, the other games, you may have to substitute a different city because of that availability or lack thereof. So I'm glad we were able, because it took a while to go to D.C. as well.
Right.
But able to finally hit the DMV area because we just know how rich in tradition basketball is.
So rich that, you know, there's a number of college coaches will say this is probably the area where they come to most to find talent.
Well, it's surprising, too, and I know Maryland has struggled in some years with regards to winning, but it's so much talent that comes out between if you're Georgetown, if you're Maryland, you know, from a high D1 perspective, George Washington. It's just a lot of talent.
Problem for some of those schools is trying to keep it local.
Yeah.
As Barbosa knocks down the triple.
Well, same could be said about New York. I mean, New York, back in the day, a lot of the talent was condensed and stayed in the East.
Yeah.
A lot of talent stayed East, but now because of prep schools and everything and young men and women playing out of town, the talent is dispersed and it doesn't stay at home as much.
How about the heady guy spinning right in the front row? How about this?
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Whoa!
Cameraman slid over a little bit doing that shit. he got out the way. I'm glad he did because that camera hurts, man. And when you run into it as a player, and speaking of hurting, that's Chris Johnson been hurting the ball hawks here in the second half.
He sure had. (46-39). Barbosa the 3. No. Ghost Baller can win it with a 4. Here's the Hez guy. He'll take a 3.
That bad.
Too strong. He knew it was off.
Yeah.
Barbosa to Jody Meeks. Good.
Okay.
4-point lead. A 4 wins it. Hezzy for 3. Yes.
Got it.
Ghost Ballers a point away from victory.
Oh, that pose.
Here's Barbosa. Turns the corner. Kick out. The 4. Mariano. No good.
In front of the round 2. Okay, there you go.
Chris Johnson throws it away.
I had it too right in my hands. And because his hand's still in his pockets. He wasn't even trying to do nothing.
Barbosa lays it in. It's point game now. Ghost Ballers looking to go 2-1. They go to the Hezzy guy. The close. Oh, the crossover. The scoop.
No. Oh, no good.
And they're going to call a trip on Ryan Carter.
It's straight up in the air.
Now watch the right there. Right there.
You know, the best part about that is Ryan Carter still trying to fight the fact that he actually kicked his leg out there. He does realize that the camera don't lie that we got him on tape sticking his leg out, right?
I think he was more upset too that he didn't get the call with his drive.
So he said, I'm laying there. Yeah, you were laying there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You laid there for a second and watch that right foot. Watch that right leg come out. Right there. So half that story was true. Yes. Okay.
Oh man.
I tell you, the things that you think you can get away with until the camera catches it.
(49-44). Point game will be coming. So it will be Ball Hogs basketball as they take a look under review. Just a common foul.
Well, I mean, it's really not. I mean, you just don't get your foot out there.
Ball Hogs. Jody Meeks will inbound. Here's Barbosa. Pulls a 3. Got it.
Oh.
Okay.
Now things are interesting. Yeah, you get a stop. You're in business.
And both teams, one possession game to win it.
Here's Hezzy. The Hezzy guy driving and knocked out of his hand. And so Ryan Carter can go to the line and win it. Shooting 1 for 2. Got it.
Got it. Game, folks.
Ghost Ballers are victorious.
147.
They get a 4-point victory
2-1
over the Ball Hogs.
Mr. George Gervin, the Iceman.
The Ballers will now go to 2-1 on the season. Ball Hogs will drop to
Big
1-2.
Warriors legend, man.
It's classic story with Ball Hogs too, being right there, then not been able to complete it, but there goes Ballers. Chris Johnson did a heck of a job coming in.
Man, what he did off the bench was phenomenal. He's with Scal.
So you came off the bench today. Did you do that to get Ryan, Hezzy, God, Carter going?
I think that was a team thing right there. It really doesn't matter to me. As long as I can come in and help, contribute, I'm good with coming out the bench or starting.
I also saw you were about to check in the first half, and you let Darnell Jackson go. Big-time team guy, even though last week, you were the guy that closed the game out. Good job in the second half.
Yeah, we just got to play together as a team. I saw Darnell getting going, get to the free throw line. That's what it's about, man. You know, team ball.
All right, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Scallon.
Chris Johnson led the Ghost Ballers to victory. They're now 2-1. For my partner, Jim Jackson, I'm Brian Custer. We got 3 more games here on X.
All right, y'all. So the Ghost Ball was able to get it done. 51-47 to move to 2-1. For the Ball Hogs, man. I mean, talking about last week, game they should have won against the Aliens. They choked it away. The Aliens were without Paul Millsap, and the Ball Hogs still were not able to get the dub. And now they've lost 2 games in a row. And now the Ball Hogs, y'all, I mean, I think their season's over with. Like, I remember I said it last week. Once they lost to the Aliens, I was like, yeah, the Ball Hogs they're never going to be a good team. They always fool us every year. Seems like every year they start out, they win the first game, and then they just get up they get on the losing streak. They lose to a team they shouldn't lose to. Like I said last week against the Aliens, and then they start to play better competition, and they're not able to win. Now, they always are competitive in pretty much every game because they are a good team. But they're just not able to close the deal. So I don't trust the Ball Hogs whatsoever, y'all. And for the Ghost Ballers, yeah, I mean the Ghost Ballers, I think they're a playoff team. With Mike Taylor bringing the tenacity that he brings, then you got Hezzy guy doing his thing offensively. Chris Johnson being a big that can shoot the 3, block shots. I mean, I love what the Ghost Ballers have. Darnell Jackson, man, he's the big presence on that team as well. He's kind of like the anchor for the team. So I love what the Ghost Ballers have, and yeah, I think they're going to be a playoff team. Now, obviously, it's very competitive in the Big 3 because there's a lot of good teams, but I think they're going to be a playoff team. All right, y'all. So next up, we have the Killer Threes taking on Tri-State. And I like Tri-State to win this game. I know Killer Threes are 0-2, so they're the more desperate team. But I just don't trust the Killer Threes right now, man. You have Frank Ninney and Dominique Johnson. They're 2 point guards. They've really been struggling from the floor. And they're going against a backcourt that's featuring Kevin Murphy and Jason Richardson. I think that's the second best backcourt in the Big 3 behind the enemies, having Jordan Crawford and Elijah Stewart. So I just think that Tri-State has too much firepower. And, yeah, I see them kind of running away with the game. And I think it's going to start out close to the again. Killer Threes, they're a very desperate team. But I think in the end, Tri-State is going to get it done, y'all. Because, again, when you have Jason Richardson playing the way he's playing, and then you have Kevin Murphy as well, I mean, it's just tough to go against. Y'all, I'll be right back. This is A Sports Podcast.
Here are the results so far today with 3 games down in the books. Bivouac undefeated over Three-Headed Monsters. Triplets beats Power. Ball Hogs fall 2 times in a row. And the Ghost Ballers get that win. Hello, everybody. I'm Brian Scalabrine alongside the Hall of Famer, Nancy Lieberman. And Nancy, we got to get right into this. You got to think this matchup right here, Tri-State, and it's really all about Jason Richardson.
I think he's personally having one of the best years of his career in the Big 3. There's so much he can do. If you go under the screen, you're going to end up on a pregame highlight show. And if you go over the screen, he still has legs, but he is such a great shooter. Look at his quick hands. He can still get up. This man was one of the best dunkers ever.
Look at that, good as ever. Look at all time. 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, still doing it at a high level. He had a great bounce back week last week. Let's send it over to Rachel with Dr. J.
I'm here with the man, Dr. J. You guys had a huge win last week. How important is this win today? You're 1-1 right now.
Yeah, 1-1. I mean, you want to go to 2-1. This is our 3rd game, so we're still feeling our way around. We got 3 new players, and it's gonna take this game and the next game to really figure out who we are.
Talk about those 3 new guys and how the chemistry has felt during practice yesterday and coming into today's game.
Yeah, I think Jason Richardson does a real good job of bringing the guys together, and we got guys who are willing to listen and willing to adapt and adjust. So I'm kind of happy with how our practices have gone, but we wish we had more of them.
Jay Rich, 25 points last game. Pretty impressive. You would expect that from him tonight?
Well, we kind of go as he goes, and when he's playing well, it picks up everybody else's game. But we got some other guys who can score too.
Good luck today, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Rachel. On the other side, it's killer threes, 0-2. Wasn't expecting that. I was really expecting this team to break out. What have you seen from them, especially with Dante Green?
Well, Dante Green is such a great player. I mean, he can shoot from 3. He's got a nice release. And then he can finish if everybody spreads out at the rim right here. But this is what they do best. This is the #1 rebounding team in the league. They do have some shooters, but at some point, you really got to lock it down on defense, and it's been a problem.
Yeah, Oakley has been begging his guys to defend, move the ball, and get inside. Charles Oakley is going to be desperate today to get a win. Let's take a look at the rosters. A couple guys we did mention, Kevin Murphy, from Tri-State. Amir Johnson went over, Ray Nixon and Henry Sims, big body. Franklin Sessions, killer threes, Josh Powell, Dominic Johnson, and a new one, Zaire and Jones, big Instagram guy. A lot of people are interested in seeing how he comes out in the Big 3. Week 1 is always tough in your first time out.
It is when you learn the game, but I'm sure he's getting a lot of information, and this is going to be a really great matchup.
All right, here we go. Talked to Franklin Sessions earlier. He's like, I got to get aggressive. I got to have a good week. Here's Richardson in the corner, gets that screen, goes inside. Tim's with the jumper. It's good.
Yeah, he's a big body, so if he sets a screen, if you go under, if you go over, you have a chance to put the ball right back into him.
Here's Green being aggressive. Front rim, Sessions, great offensive rebound. He misses. Sims to Jay Rich. Elevates. Oh, great start for Tri-State.
He's unbelievable how quick he gets into his shot. And Dr. J is needing somebody to compliment him. That would be Murphy.
Right, here's Sessions. Foul, automatic from mid-range, and that's it.
Yeah, I saw him in the weight room yesterday. He's one of those guys who do so much pre-work to get prepared for moments like that.
A true professional, Josh Powell. Always has been, even when he was in the league. Right, he'll split action at the top. Murphy rises up. That's long. No rim, goes right up. Blocked by Jay Rich. Over the Session, kicked it out. Dante Green with the midi. And that's off. Sims all over that glass. Jay Rich up top.
You can just see the pace of the game is really, I like it. The cutting and the block shots. This right here, back in the day, that would have been a dunk by Dante Green, but Jay Rich, it's that chase down even in half court.
Mm-hmm. Sessions for 3. Has not shot it well. A lot of people are pointing to their offensive struggles with his jump shot. Murphy, Sims to the rim. He's fouled.
Yeah, you have to be able to get your feet set. The quality of your shot is dependent on the quality of your feet. And to me, Sessions' feet has not been set, and he's kind of drifting within his shot.
With a player like that, Sessions, he's so good at offensive rebounding, so good defensively. What would you tell him if shot's not falling?
I would just say get to the rim and get some offensive rebounds. He is the best rebounding guard in the league. He is going to just go with explosiveness. See right there, I get to the rim and make you defend me. Now get some easy baskets, maybe get fouled, hit a couple of foul shots, get your rhythm back.
There's a lot of space, so you don't have to shoot the shot. You can get downhill. As you hear Charles Oakley in the background, nice split action, good slip by Jay Rich.
Well, when you have somebody who, like Jay Rich, who makes straight line hard cuts, it's an easy play. Beautiful pass by Sims, by the way.
Green inside. That's a size advantage over Jay Rich. Goes over that left shoulder, in and out, but gets the board.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup, but it's a cross matchup because now he's going to have to chase Richardson.
There's that corner split again. Jay Rich comes up, gets the handoff, still going to turn the corner, kicks it out. Murph, it's up. Ooh, sweet offense.
That's just basic NBA offense with no weak side help. It's beautiful. You drive, you lift, you dive your big, and the opposite comes up to the break for the shot.
Out for three. You don't see him shooting that shot a lot. More of a mid-range guy. It's going to be Dante Green just moved into second all-time in scoring in the Big Three.
Well, he's a Syracuse grad. I'm sure everybody there just admires everything he's done. And his other Syracuse grad, Carmelo Anthony is sitting in the house.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sims gets it back, and it's going to be an and one. Sims has been great since entering into Big Three.
Yeah, it's fun to see new guys come in. Another Georgetown grad last week. He had 8 and 8. And he's just a very skilled big guy. They run the Princeton offense, by the way, Scal, at Georgetown. So he knows how to pass. He knows how to DHO. He's really good.
Yeah, so for you at home, DHO dribble handoffs, very, very tough action to guard.
And this is an action that's hard to guard.
Yeah, no matter what action Carmelo Anthony's in, he is tough to stop. Sessions for three, in and out. Kicks out, Jay Rich, corner. With the dribble, get to his spot, little shake, and he'll go to the line.
That's such a tough play to have to guard Jason Richardson when he gets a little bit head of steam, or he gives you that hezzy. So right here, he gave you that little turn, that hezzy, and then you stop, and now you're late on the other side, and you catch him on the foul.
There's a lot of space in the Big Three. Like isolations can turn into post-ups because people want to take away the three-point shot, and Jason Richardson on that play showed a tremendous amount of patience.
Well, that's just experience, right? You don't. It's not how fast you go; it's how smart you are.
Yeah, it's one thing you notice about the guys who played in the league. They come out here and they have a pace to their game. There's Sims on the switch. Dominic Johnson pulls it out. Good shooter. 4 on the clock. Step back. It's up. That's short. Sessions off the mark on the rebound. Murphy goes to his right, dumps him off late. Good hands, good layup, Sims.
Yeah, they're just doing a fantastic job right now. They're well coached, and Murph just sees it. When you play with your head up, you see a lot of things that are going on the court.
A little nudge by Sims. It's a good team. I saw this team in the roster right from the start, and I'm like, man, they have Jason Richardson. They added Kevin Murphy. The other guys, you have to feel like, are they proven? And they have proven themselves in this league already in week 3.
Well, they are, and they had a great game last week. I thought it was their best game thus far on both sides of the ball.
Can't let that happen.
There you go, Nitty.
Yeah, that's it. When he's getting downhill, if there's a gap, he's going to hit it. He's going to score.
Scouting report, he goes right.
Yeah.
Loves to go right.
Jay Rich gets the pick, goes inside to Murph, looking for the side advantage. Sims for 3. That's short with it. Sessions Looks for that right-hand drive. Elevates. Sweet.
Oh, I like that.
His burst, his
Right,
explosiveness
mid
just
it.
to track down that ball and then come back at you. He puts so much pressure on you, and the fact that he has such quick hops.
Remember, Killer Threes, a lot of expectations, 0-2, so they need a win this weekend. Richardson out to Murph. Murph, 3 on the clock, goes through. They're going to say no shot on the floor.
Watch Nitty right here. So good at going what way? Right. Okay. And once he gets a step on you, I think it was smart of Murphy. You know, once you get beat, and you don't want to compound it by fouling him. So both guys did something very, very smart.
All right, we've got a timeout here.
I mean, who's more elegant calling a timeout than Dr. J?
Everything
the
he
long
does
hands
is
and fingers.
smooth. Everything he does.
Look at him, Julius. He's calm. He's cool.
Let's send it over to Rachel. Rachel?
Wait, she goes by
Ooh, doctor, man.
Now I can hear you guys. Sorry.
Look at that shirt.
I knew you were there.
I'm here. I have a trivia question for our
Dr.
viewers.
J.
Nancy Scout, I'm going to need you to not answer off the rip, okay? Because you guys might know this answer. How many current Big 3 head coaches also played in the Big 3? Is it 2, 3, 4, or 6? You guys are going to have to think about this a little bit. Let me know in chat. Think about it, and I will have the answer for you guys.
Mr. Leslie, Nancy Weaver.
All right.
Go
you don't want us to say the answer.
No, you can do it right now. Right. We got to let the people think about it.
I will let you guys know that it is a trick question. And I don't know if you got to be a Big 3 savage to know and count one of the people. And I'm just saying that, all right, for everybody out there.
Look, I was told not to say anything.
No, I'm just giving them a clue that you can't just go by, like, you got to be a real Big 3 savage to know the answer. Because there is a coach that I think people are going to overlook.
Rick Barry, too. There'd be more. When they say in the league, all the time, maybe they're talking about NBA. I don't know.
If she's a Big 3 savage,
so I'm good.
They might only be talking
there's
about
a chance that the card
NBA.
is wrong. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying.
You're saying production is setting me up.
I
am.
Can't include Mr. Leslie and Nancy
I'm
Weaver.
just saying. Here's Murph inside with the fade. Oh man, this is
Kevin
good
Murphy,
offensive
man.
basketball.
See, I thought this was
No
just
pass
a
for
great
that ball.
pickup by Tri-State. I mean, you got a former MVP in Kevin Murphy. I think it was 2022, and he's unbelievable. Now with this team, there's movement, there's youth, there's strength. With Sims,
Ooh. Sessions got to knock this one down, and he does. Held his follow through. There's Murph inside again, trying to pick on Sessions. Goes back out. Sims showing the soft touch. Short. Rebound Powell. Johnson looking for that shot. Got a little battle inside.
you know, what happened on the last shot created what happened on the offensive end, because I love the fact that Sims is willing to take that three-point shot. Powell is in a drop. And then when the rebound came out, there was a cross matchup. And here you are again. You know, all these little games within the game mean something.
Right now, 8 of the 10 points for the Killer Threes in the paint. Sessions step back. Ooh, those are tough.
Yeah.
Amir Johnson goes up strong, and he'll get lay it up.
Yeah, I think Amir Johnson has a few rings. Right. The trilogy, but watch this. A tough shot. Nobody's expecting it, and now you get the putback. You always have to have that weak side guy go to the glass.
Dominic Johnson filling it up from outside. That's his role on this team.
You know, he's a heck of a player. He played for me in the NBA G League. He was wonderful.
Dominic Johnson, he can get really hot.
He's gotten even better now that he's even getting
Really
into
hot.
coaching, and you see the game differently once you become a coach or you become a scout.
Or I'll tell you, even coaching my kids, it changes the game a little bit.
Now you know why we've been yelled at by coaches.
I know. So don't forget, everybody. So at halftime is 25. And at that point, Ice Cube is going to be rocking the house in Baltimore. So stay tuned. He's getting warmed up right now. He looks like he's watching, but he's dialed in.
He was in Virginia Beach. He did a concert last night in Virginia Beach, and he just rocked it. People from Old Dominion were calling me going, Ice Cube's here. I go, well, he'll be with me tomorrow. He is so amazing.
Jay Rich runs down the rebound, the fade, the drift. Off again. Johnson. Oh, no, slip. And he knocked down the shot.
Uh-oh. Dominique Johnson.
So fast. They don't give you a chance to get set up.
Dominic Johnson has done a great job in this game since checking in.
But that's what he does. He comes in for energy. Right there, you fall down. He reads the situation. Now you come back. He's a really great defensive player as well. And a great dad.
You like him. Yeah.
You know what? Some players you like because of what they do on the court. I like what he does on and off the court. He's a great man. He's a great husband. He's a great daddy.
You did he call you before and say, "Hey, should I do it?" Was there any communication like from him to you, because I know you coached him?
Well, think about it. Justin Detman played for me in the G League. DJ played in the G League. Sean Williams, who's in this league now, played in the G League. So, we have all stayed in touch with one another. And, they see this league. I mean, look at all the people in Baltimore who's checking out the Big 3, maybe for the first time ever. It's massive, the appeal that this league
Hey,
has.
Rich.
Yeah, 10,000 today. 10,400, I think the number is.
That's amazing. Hey, Baltimore, thank you. Thanks for repping us here today.
Johnson, that dribble alive, gets downhill, elevates, sweet switch over to the left, but he misses the layup. Jay Rich looks out. Oh, Kevin Murphy right from 4, short with it. Oh, it's going to be a push off on Jason Richardson.
Yeah, that was a nice, clean look for Murphy right there for that 4-point shot. But this is really a good matchup. The players, the speed, the youth.
Ray Nixon checks in. Jason Richardson will get a break. Just 4 points away for Tri-State to halftime.
And another solid guy, you bring Ray in off the bench. He's a trainer in Dallas, Texas, one of the guys that plays with, it seems like, all the Dallas guys. And he's dependable, and they brought him back in the draft this year because they loved how he played.
Very physical game right now. It's going to still be Tri-State ball, just 5 seconds on the clock.
We always have to tell somebody who is going to communicate how much time is on the clock. You're on a short clock right now.
Yeah, they're going to review this, and I think they're going to win. I think it's a smart move.
Yeah, why not? You're getting ready to go into halftime. You better use, everything available to you.
One of my favorite things about the Big 3 is listening to Charles Oakley in Huddle. Live his mic. He doesn't hold back at all.
He never has. Yeah, but you know what?
They're going to win that challenge.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just good effort, multiple efforts on defense. And really, Amir never got set with his feet or with, catching the basketball.
How would you just maintain the challenge? So you see the ball right there, maintain the challenge. And I want to ask you, we see a big difference between week 1 and week 2. How was week 3 to you? Is it at this point in time, you're already thinking about not getting eliminated, stacking up wins, positioning yourself for the playoffs?
It is. It can be very exciting or very disappointing. For us today, it was very disappointing because I think to get to the playoffs, you've got to have 5 wins. And now if you don't win today and you're 1-2, now you have to string 3 or 4 games together. And it's hard because styles make fights.
Chris Murphy gets that pick and roll, elevates, quick shot. Back iron, tipped out. Sessions. Pick and roll. Oh, he goes left this time. He gets blocked. Good tip out by Murph. Murph going back to the three. Now he's driving inside, pump fakes. Looking inside, Amir Johnson. Good finish.
You know, Amir doesn't do anything that's really fancy, but what he does is he gets to the front of the rim. He pins you behind. That's nitty. There's no chance that you're getting around that.
Johnson getting downhill again. Takes up that space. Nice layup.
And one.
What a spark off the bench.
What he does, you know, if DJ plays 3 possessions, 10 possessions, he's going to give you the best that he has, and he had the angle.
So Dr. J wanted to bring the fire, but you can't bring the fire on a made shot, so we'll have to save that. I mean, I get why he would call it.
You got to try, right? Let the officials say, hey, Joyce, you can't do it on that. But DJ had the angle extended. He's such a smart player.
All night up at 23. Next bucket will be in halftime, and we'll begin the performance from Ice Cube.
Well, the Killer Threes are giving you a performance now because they're playing really well, and you get to the 6th foul, then you get the basketball again, and you take possessions away from the offensive team. And that's the beauty of getting it's a game plan to get the opponent into the bonus.
On our score bug, it seems like we have 5, but it is 6. Oh, good steal by Nixon. Takes his time, elevates.
Wide open.
Back rim. Uh-oh, watch out. It's funny. When Nixon was running over here, he looked at the front row and said, am I going to take these people out or not? He decided to hit the brakes.
Yeah, it's smart. You don't want to hurt anybody. And as big as he is.
Johnson. There's Murphy keeping that dribble alive. Getting downhill. Ooh, an overhand cross to a floater.
That's tough. Evan Murphy. Like I said, man, he's just a talented scorer.
What's this right here? It starts with the screen by Amir, and he gets Murph free, and then Murph, you know, once he's going downhill, if you step up, he'll shoot the floater. If you lay back, you know, he'll just finish over you.
All right. Remember, we have that performance, Ice Cube, but first, we're not going to go to Rachel. We're going to get ready to go and listen to Ice Cube get ready to perform. Got a little miscommunication. See, I thought our score bug said 5 fouls, and they gave the ball back to the Killer Threes. I think that's what they're discussing right now. Should the Killer Threes have gotten the ball back? You know what? Let's go to Rachel.
I don't have camera.
The continuation, all of it.
All right, we don't have a camera down in Rachel, so I think we do now. Yeah, like I said, I think the confusion was 5 fouls and getting the ball back. And I don't know, what would you do with it?
I believe that if it's a end one and they hit it, the ball goes back to the opposing team.
Yeah, it should have went back to.
Right, but they gave it to the Killer Threes again.
Correct.
And now I don't think that the officials can go back and change it. And that's
when we go back second half. I mean, that's first half over.
All right,
that's what Dr. J was upset with.
All right, I'm going to Rachel. Rachel, what's up?
Yeah, so there's a lot going on down here, a lot of confusion. They're talking to the refs. I think that there's some point discrepancy that they're talking about. And I'm trying to grab one of the guys, but they are locked in right now trying to get this figured out. Coach is involved. So we'll see. The refs are chatting right now, too. So I'll try to get the inside scoop.
Yeah, Rachel, just stick the microphone in the middle of them.
Shall I?
Yeah.
This feels like a very Scout thing to do.
Tell him Scout said it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just say the man has a trophy.
Can you give me a little inside scoop of what's going on right now? There's a lot of chaos down here.
Nah, we're just trying to figure out the continuation calls and how many fouls you can get before you shoot the free throw to get the ball back. That's all.
Got it. You guys had the lead big. They came back. What do you need to do to close out this game in the second half?
Just keep up our defensive intensity and knock down open shots. That's it.
The physical game. Good luck in the second half. Thank you.
Yeah. You know what?
She got
if anything can fix it, Ice Cube can fix it.
Yes, he can.
Banging on the east side. I'm coming from the west side. Yeah, yo. Ain't nothing going on with the bomb-ass rap song. Keep up night long. Just like me on the black and white ivory. Hitting six on the TV. You don't want to see a G break your ass like bitches. Buster ass streets. Sleep with the bitches. Running from minutes. Up at minutes. They want to have me a strike like minutes of minutes. But that ain't popping. Ain't no stopping. Both hopping ass. Dropping. Hoop to bill. My troop can kill. Fool, I got skills, so back on up, boy, I check that chin down and I'm full off here. Gets no love, and I thought you knew it. You know how we do it. Coming from the west side banging on the east side. Coming from the west side banging on the east side. Chilling with the homies, smoking the bud. Double party, and I'm talking to dumb about who got a plan, who got a plot, who got, and who got shot. Cause everybody knows that he got the info. Crazy Jones hanging out the window. And we got them bomb ass eggs, the lynch mob. Planet at 8, I'm down with 8. And what's up? Cam and Solo, they got what? When Ice Cube ride a 6, I want the bomb. Just like George Clinton, XPP is down to catch a body, put on DD, we'll turn out your party. You get no love, and I thought you knew it. You know how we do it. Coming from the west side banging on the east side. Coming on the west side banging on the east side. West side coming from the west side banging on the east side. Hey, yo, want some more? Do me a favor. Hey, yo, put your hands in the air like this. Put your hand in the air like this. Put your hands in the air like this. You know how we do it. Hey, yo, want some more? Put your hands in the air like this. Put your hands in the air like this. Put your hands in the air like this. You know how we do it. Thank you, Baltimore. Thank you for supporting the Big 3. Couple more games. We having fun tonight. Yay.
Give it up for Ice Cube! Well, welcome back. Tri-State up 2, and what a performance by Ice Cube. Nancy was up dancing, recording on the cell phone.
I get so excited just being around him and being a part of the Big 3, but it's the action that we saw, in the first half when you see Nitty playing hard, guys coming off the bench like DJ for the Killer 3 and Jason Richardson. Unbelievable.
Let's take a look at Sims in this package. What do you like about his game in the first half?
Okay, so watch what Henry does. He's so good at using his body right there, head up. He gives you that little Sigma move, the reverse pivot. One more time, he's making extra efforts wherever the basketball is. Now here's the rotation, and he just slides right behind you. If his man leaves to go help, then he goes right to the front of the rim.
Yeah, the starting group was really good with Richardson, Murphy, and Sims.
You sold me out on the whole Ice Cube.
I was giving you credit. Oh, that's a foul. It doesn't matter. No call. Kevin Murphy's upset, but makes the bucket anyway. He is a professional scorer.
Yes, he is. There's some certified scorers here, and you get to see them every week in the Big 3.
There's that mismatch we were talking about with size. Dante Green going to back down, spins right off the glass. I think they'll live with that, right?
Well, you have to. Jason Richardson did a good job. You have to chest up. Watch this. You've got to chest up Dante, and then when he feels the third contact hit, he spins opposite the contact.
Then he got him back 3 for 2. Jason Richardson comes off that screen. Any gap, he's letting it fly.
Well, that's what professionals do, right? The game within the game, just the fellowship and competitiveness.
And now they go to the other side. So Dante Green Jay Rich holding the ground, forces the fadeaway, doesn't matter. Green sticks it.
Yeah, they've done this a few times in their careers. And I love it when guys just go at it.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
do I. It's a big part of the Big 3 where that mano-a-mano action, not always great in 5-on-5, but in Big 3, it's a real thing. There they go, with Jason Richardson answering.
And they're going to keep doing this until one guy misses. And then, you know, tonight when they're back at the hotel, they're going to be talking trash to each other.
Yeah, there's a good competitive vibe in this league.
Now,
oh, that's going to be a T.
Yeah, but you know what Henry Sims just did, he kind of stunted and went to Dante, which created the loose ball that went out of bounds.
Yeah, somebody's got like Dante Green. You can't like show up an official. You can talk to an official, but you can't really show him up. So he got teed up, which is big. This is one shot for 2 points.
Yeah, and that's going to be a problem in games like this because, you know, now you're just creeping up towards 50, and every bucket means something.
Dante Green, remember, 0-2, he's upset. Tees are big.
Yeah, it shows you how competitive this league is, you know, and you can't do that with the official. I mean, either you got to just turn away or you got to talk to Carmelo, run it by him.
Have Carmelo Anthony stand up for you?
Absolutely.
Sessions with a steal. It's out. Green. Little jab and a shot. Short rim, but Powell runs down the board. Goes out of bounds.
I just love the way Josh Powell plays. By the way, he has a podcast, Relationships Matter, and he just finished a book, I Wish I Knew. There's so much I wish I knew.
Oh, for sure.
I'm getting your book, Josh, and I'm hopping on your podcast with you because everything matters in relationships.
Oh, Murphy gets a little shoulder and some space, knocks it down.
Short jump shots matter too.
Mm-hmm.
They have a home.
Not all the threes, right?
Exactly.
Mid-range matters.
Mid-range game lives, and it matters.
There's Green taking a lot of contact, no foul. Goes up, kicks it out. Powell. Richardson for three, elevates. That thing is smooth.
He's ridiculous what he can do. 13 years in the NBA, out of Michigan State. Here we go. You see your teammate fighting for the ball. Now you relocate to that open area. You never stay put.
In and out for Powell. Richardson clears his feet. That's back iron. Powell runs it down. Nope. I'm going to go out of bounds, but it's going to be threes. Killer threes ball.
Well, just the extra effort. And, you know, like I know, you know, Josh Powell right now is playing with a little soreness in his right knee. You can see that it's taped up. We had a little dinner last night with some of the guys. He had ice on it at dinner.
Uh-oh. Goes with his layup. Jason Richardson's playing great. There's that separation in the second half. Coming out in the second half is so important. Getting off to a good start.
Oh, yeah. And then it forces you to have to step out and make quick buckets the way Nitty just did. So, you know, he's so aware of what his team has to do. And, you know, this team, Killer Threes, they're the best rebounding team in the Big Three so far this year.
Man, Sims with a great pickup.
Oh, yeah.
Great job on that bucket. Smart player, inside out. You mentioned in the Princeton offense, you could see how he's so comfortable with the ball. 15 to 17 feet away from the rim.
Yeah, I think Georgetown has produced a couple, you know,
couple
really
bigs.
good bigs in their time and Hall of Famers, and it's unbelievable. And some 6-foot guy named Allen Iverson,
Yeah.
who I adore. Allen, if you're watching, I think you're the best.
Sessions going right. Hit a three earlier. Giving him Powell's a workhorse.
Exactly. He just stays and plays within his game.
.44-30 in the second. Game is to 50. In and out for Sessions. Big couple possessions here for Tri-State. Looking to post Murph. Takes his time, gets some space. In and out. Jay Rich keeps it alive. Back out to Murph. Murph talked about knocking down shots, and that's what he did.
Yeah, they do a good job. You know, you can run transition in 3-on-3. You get the rebound and you kick it out and somebody gets right to their spot, and it's a great way to play the game. Play it with pace.
Ain't point for Tri-State.
This was like one of the fastest second halves. Right now, it's already game point for Tri-State. Richardson for three, and the game short. Richardson drops it off. Powell lays it up. Smart decision not to foul by Tri-State.
Yeah, they just want the ball back. And, you know, when you look at this game, by the way, for all the fans watching, you have two of the top 7 all-time scorers in the history of the Big Three in this game with Dante Jones and Jason Richardson. So it's been a treat. And you've been around it for all 7 years. I've been around it for 6 years. And neither scored on you, right?
No, they all got buckets on me. That's why. I think I'm the only one that actually said, you know what, I ain't going to do this anymore. These guys are way better than me. All right, so we have game point here. Jason Richardson jamming up, trying to take away the three.
But look at Nitty. Look how Nitty gets right up into him and does such a great job of taking away space.
And much love right there. Jay Rich gives it from a dab. That was some tough defense. All right, clock's at 8. Murph. Rises up. Tony is tough.
Murph.
Man, they chopped up the killer threes in the second
half. I y'all. I said keep it close in the first half. Yeah, man, 2-1 Tri-State. Kevin Murphy between the legs.
Shooters on both sides. Then they have, you know, Henry Sims. They pretty much stayed with 3 players throughout the course of the game. And, you know, Dr. J's got them
really should be
really hard now on both ends of the floor. That's respect. Respect, right? Iron sharpens iron. And they're in the corner at the right time.
They look legit.
Well, there it is, 50-34, and let's go down to Rachel.
I lost him again. There seems to be a theme with this game. I keep losing the players I'm going to interview. Crazy shot there at the end. It seemed like you guys came into that second half with revenge on your mind. There was a spark that we didn't see in the first. Talk about it.
Yeah, we knew we had to come out and go strong, very aggressive, because we know this team that was 0-2, and nobody wants to go down 0-3 in this league, so we had to come out and do that.
Talking to Coach before this game, he said that it might take you guys a couple weeks to gel, but it seems like your chemistry is there. How are you feeling about the team's chemistry going into these next few weeks of the Big Three?
I mean, the chemistry is clicking. Like you said, like the first week, we didn't know each other. We had to find what everybody liked to do. Last game, we kind of gelled a little bit. This game, we're getting better and better every week. We learning how to find that hole. Once you find the hole, it's like everything easy.
Big wins today. Congrats. Thank you. Back to you guys.
All right, let's take a look at the standings. I'm kind of shocked at the killer threes. There you go. See them on the bottom of your screen. 0-3, Tri-State handling business. 2-1, and this is really setting up week to week as big-time matchups as you move forward. All right, we got a big one coming up next. Aliens had a massive win last week, but the enemies could argue one of the best teams in this league, and they're coming up next.
All right, y'all. So Tri-State got it done. Like I said, I picked them to beat the killer threes, man. Tri-State looks like a championship contender because when you think about it, they really have everything you need. I mean, they got the 2 scoring guards and Jason Richardson and Kevin Murphy, 2 guards, y'all, that can, you know, each get 20 points every game. And then they have the nice interior presence with Amir Johnson and Henry Sims. So I really love Tri-State. Man, look at that. Next week, y'all, they're going to be playing the enemies. Like they just said, y'all, like Nancy Lieberman just said, and like Brian Scalabrine just said, it's just going to be a lot of competition week to week, man. These games are going to mean a whole lot because you talking about next week, you're going to probably have, you know, several teams that are going to be 2-1 playing against each other. And if you go to 3-1, then you have to feel good about your chances to make the playoffs. If you go to 2-2, you have to feel like, oh, now we're going to have to, you know, win at least 2 or 3 games in a row. So that just goes to show you how good this league is. Because y'all remember the first season, you could be like, you know, 1-2 or 1-3, and you could still potentially make the playoffs. Now it's not like this because there's just too many good teams in the league. So if you're 1-2 or if you're 0-3, your season is basically over. Now, last year, the enemies, they were 1-2, and then they end up winning the championship. So it can be done. But if you're 1-2 or if you're 0-3, you have to win out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You have to win out. So for the Killer Threes, if they want to make the playoffs, I mean, they have to win out, which means they would have to win 5 games in a row. And y'all, that's basically impossible to do in this league. I mean, just being honest with you, there's too many good teams to have to win 3, 4, 5 games in a row. So I think Killer 3 season is done. And I think Tri-State, man, they're a contender, y'all. I have to be honest with you. Now, I still think Triplets and Enemies are the favorites. And then look at Bivouac. I'm really been surprised by them. They're 3-0. But, yeah, Tri-State needs to be in that conversation, y'all.
For a while. Talk about this atmosphere here in Baltimore today.
Nah, this is home. So it's, Cube, he blessed my city with bringing the Big 3 here. This is a big basketball town. This whole DMV area is, right now is a basketball mecca in America right now. So to be able to have it here in Baltimore City, a place where I grew up at, we love basketball. We love this type of basketball. We fans. So, for me personally, I've always wanted to support it. But due to my former job, it was kind of hard. But now that I'm here, I'm retired, man. I'm actively, trying to help Q get to where he want to go. So I'm just happy that it's in Beardmore. My family get the chance to see it, friends, and bring some excitement back to the city.
We might see you out there one day, maybe. Coaching role, no pressure, but we gotta get Melo involved in some capacity.
Yeah. I mean, we can work on a team. We can work on some ownership team here out of Baltimore. We figure that out.
That's a nice ring to it. What is your favorite part about the Big 3? We've seen so much physicality in the games today. Guys getting chippy with each other. The competitive nature just seems to elevate as every week goes by. What have you seen out here?
I think the level of seriousness that these guys are taking it, right? And I think because of that, you see everybody else, fans, taking it serious. Like the fact that you guys are out here, you get a chance. It's like practice almost in a sense. You practice 3-on-3 in practice, pick and rolls. But I think people underestimate the conditioning that you have to be in to play 3-on-3, the stamina that you have to have. It's still, you got to still be strategic in the game to try to win. So for me, I love to see guys get put on the island. I love to see guys go to work. And if you can hoop, you hoop. So I love it. It's a different type of form of basketball than the NBA. But it's harder to play 3-on-3 basketball. It's very difficult to do that.
Last thing for you, we have almost 2 million viewers right now watching you live on X. Shout out the chat right here.
Yeah, yo, chat. What we doing, man? We in the city. We're the town, man. We're Baltimore, man. Listen, it's 2 million right now.
We're almost at 2 million.
Let's get that at 2.5, 3 million by the end of the day, man. Please come out and support us. View it, tap in, tell us what you love about it, and support us. You know what it is.
Thank you so much, Melo. Back to you guys.
Man, that's amazing. Rachel had to spend 30 minutes explaining to me what a chat was. Melo knew right away. We got a good one coming up. Enemies, Aliens. We'll be back.
Big 3. Trilogies, like companies, like PIGs, got them ball hogs hogging that 3-on-3. We got the power to do it BIG. We got Tri-State coach by the DOC, so don't hate. Only Celeste the Great. It's Nancy Lieberman, head coach, leading man. We got new teams, we got new schemes. We got bivouacs, aliens, and enemies. And coached by the glove, commissions the glide. Coached by the oak, coached by the ice man. No fighting, had to warn Rick Mahorn. They told Rick Barry half court looks scary, but it ain't. Unless you caught in the paint. On and give it go with ISO Joe. If you wanna bring the fire, it burn you slow. This is Fireball 3 and that's Swaggy P. Cause we taking the summer and displaying the best. It's the Big 3 now streaming on X.
Welcome back. We're in Baltimore, and it's kind of becoming one of my favorite teams in the Big 3. The Enemies taking on a surprise team in the Aliens. This is going to be a good one. The Enemies are one of the funner teams to watch in this league. But let's look back on what happened today in Week 3 down in Baltimore. Bivouacs, Triplets, Ghost Ballers, Tri-State, all taking care of business, and you're already looking forward week to week. Hello, everybody. I'm Brian Scalabrine alongside the Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman. And Nancy, let's start with enemies. I wasn't sure about them last year. Right now, they're establishing themselves as one of the better teams in this league.
Yeah, it took them a minute last year to get going, but they had a run at the end of the year. Swaggy took over, started coaching them. And when you have Jordan Crawford and you have Elijah Stewart, two of the best scorers, young people, bounce. But Jordan Crawford, this man right here, he went through a stretch where I don't think he probably shot like 80%.
80% it was.
It was unbelievable, and he knows how to close out games. He knows how to celebrate, and he knows how to have you in the background.
You know what? And he loves to hoop. Absolutely loves to hoop. Check it out. 2-0, average margin of victory, 10 points. Outscored opponents by a combined 52-21 in the second half. 80 points allowed. It's really because they don't miss in the second half. Now, on the other side, Aliens had a good first week. Paul Millsap, he gets hurt, but they bounced back in the second week, beat the Ball Hogs. What are you seeing with them?
Well, I thought that with Paul Millsap, getting hurt and having surgery on his Achilles, his brothers stepped up. Abraham played really, really well. John played great. They have shooters. They're fearless. They're playing for a purpose right now. And, Rick Mahorn, he deserves to have a team that is going to be able to compete.
Rachel, watch out. Water flowing. Rachel had to get out of there quick. By the way, Deuce Bullet on their team, Al Jefferson as well, but the enemies, Crawford, Elijah Stewart, Isaiah Austin, Quincy Miller, Chris Allen. So this team is really good. So this is going to be a big-time matchup. There's my guy, Rick Mahorn, and I agree with Nancy. Rick Mahorn deserves to have a really good team. I was really disappointed when Millsap got hurt, but man, what a great win last week. I'm really curious on what these guys do in week 3. There's Swag P, Nick Young, former player, and he has fun coaching and they have fun playing. Here are the rules. First team to 50, halftime is 25, no game clock, but you have shot clock. Free throws, 1 shot for wherever you get fouled, 4-point shot, and if you don't like a call, you could bring the fire and players go one-on-one to determine it.
Well, you talked a little bit about Rick Mahorn. He's given so much to the game of basketball, obviously with the Bad Boy, the Pistons, the WNBA, now the Big 3, does TV. He's an all-around amazing man.
There's Al Jefferson. That thing is automatic right there.
Yeah. Al's a big guy. He knows what to do when he's around the basket. And, the Aliens had to pick up Ebanks when Millsap got hurt, and now he started, right?
Yeah, they went with a little bigger of a lineup.
Yeah, a little plug-in play, and you change what your lineup looks like, correct?
There's Ebanks up top. Long. Miller with a rebound. Gets inside, fades on that 1-foot step back.
Yeah, that's a matchup that he's got to take Dusan down low and just, you got a baby on you. You got to finish at the rim.
Ebanks with a jab and right over the top. I guess you could say they got names. Dusan's a good player. Al Jefferson, guy was in this league, was out of this league. Now he's back in this league. So really interesting team.
And the same thing with Dusan. He played with his Euro players for a while, realized that the Euros were amazing as, Stewart hits the 3. But I think he's better in this setting because now he can do more. And he's one of the best 3-on-3 players in the world.
Yeah, and 3X is a different game than this 3-on-3. And that's international FIBA 3-on-3. Al Jefferson with that step through, big miss, not hit the rim, so shot clock violation.
It's interesting to me that Stewart literally was sitting, one stunt away from Jefferson and leaving Dusan open at the top, saying, go ahead. I think I can close out on air and still get there.
There's a hard cut. Crawford in the corner. He's short with it. You don't want to see him get going. Inside, Ebanks goes up. They're going to take the foul on the ground. All right, we got something that's fun to watch. During the first timeout, Mike Bibby, king of the 4 in this league, he's going to be doing a 4-point competition. I don't know who he's playing against, but
probably Pargo. Probably Jeremy Pargo.
No, he's playing against a fan. And he likes his chances. That's all I know. He likes his chances. Ebanks inside, lays it up. 6'3".
Scout, don't you still owe baby $100 from that last loss?
I do. I owe 100, but I got to give 20
We didn't forget about that.
I got to give 20 to the driver, so you tell him I got him next week, all right?
All right. You got it.
And that's off and go right up with it. That's what they do. Aliens off to a good start, 8-3.
Yeah, they're making this thing really simple, and I like the fact that they've gotten bigger right here. You just don't realize when a guy is, 2-3 inches taller, and Ebanks is that.
Stewart, that's short. Move the ball here. Stewart gets it back. He gets shoved by Dusan. I don't know what happened in the corner.
I didn't either.
But he's tying that shoe up. That's what I used to do when I was a kid. Sprain an ankle, tie it up tighter.
Well, he's going to have to because he just signed a big old contract in Italy. He was playing in Israel this year.
He stepped on the board. Like hit his ankle on the board. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So where did he play last year?
He played in Eilat. He and TJ Klein with my team, my son, doubles as my son, played at Eilat and in Israel. He's an unbelievable scorer, but he just signed a contract, Stewart, in Italy. And, he's a young guy, I think 26 years old, a huge future.
I like his personality. I really do.
Yeah, he's got a great personality, and I saw his dad on the plane flying in here, so it's kind of cool when the families get to see their babies play.
Right, here's Bullet from the wing, got 10 on the clock, gets his pick and roll. They go right inside. Another foul. That's a lot of fouls.
Yes, so
that's
early.
4. Yeah. No, that's going to be 3 fouls on enemies. We don't see a lot of fouls in the first half. We see them in the second half. Dusan up top, inside, good use of his body, and that's 4 fouls on the enemies.
Yeah, that's a beautiful play, turning the corner right there, and I'm sure Isaiah Austin right here. See, he got caught up too high, and Dusan did a great job going off the opposite foot, extending so you can't block it.
Now, I always wondered when you do bring the fire and you give up that much size, why not dribble around for 6 or 7 seconds to get the big man moving?
Well, then the clock's going to expire.
No, you get 10 seconds. You get 10. There's Dusan
he's doing
taking
what
his
you
time.
said right now.
He sure is. He's got 4. He's got 3. He's got 2. And no good. I would have dribbled like a lot of space.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying, so I'm not a fan of that. I'm a fan of you attack.
Yeah.
Straight line attack first. If somebody stays with you or is bigger, you can then back it out.
Got it.
Because, he went to no man's land.
Correct. He didn't play in straight lines.
Yeah.
Got it. Here's Austin. Good player.
Yeah.
Fade away. That's off. And he's having trouble finding a basket right now. Ebanks. Another face-up jumper.
He's been doing a great job, huh?
Yes, he is.
Come in, West Virginia, has played really, really well. He's been in this league before.
Ebanks on the glass. Went off his leg. Crawford gets down. Oh, that's tough right there. That is just a different level of a move.
Yeah, I mean, you get Millsap, he comes in, Abraham, and see, he opened the gate. He dropped his foot, and, Crawford saw that, and you go right through that player.
Another foul. That's the 5th on enemies. So now they got to kind of be careful. Down 10-7, every foul is a free throw, and then you get the ball back if you make it.
Yeah, if they get into the 6th foul, what's going to happen is every time that they, like you said, they get fouled, they shoot a foul shot. You're taking possessions away from one of, if not the best offensive team in the league.
Comes Al Jefferson back in the game, and he's a walk-in bucket.
He's what I think you call a space eater.
He
Could
is
that be?
Yeah.
That's not going to hurt anybody's feelings, right?
No, he's fine with it.
Don't hit me on X.
He's really comfortable with himself. Oh, and one. There, Austin with the tough move. Just goes right over the top of Al Jefferson.
Yeah, that's a good one right here. Former number one draft pick. So talented. When he was at Baylor, I mean, he could have been in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, they had a heart problem, and he's big, he's strong, he's smart. He's now coaching in college, assistant coach.
Knocks it down, so 10-10. After all that, enemies is tied up. See what the aliens have here, a little high pick and roll. Millsap brothers, Al Jefferson.
Yeah, they switch on everything. They do a really good job, but they switch, and they're so quick.
Oh, that's a foul. Yeah, that's easy a foul. I don't know why they sat on that whistle.
Yeah, so right here, I'm sorry, you can just see it. Yeah, the body of Millsap going right in, and you do scratch your head. The referee that was right here, it doesn't call it. I'm going to coaching officiating school because I want to understand the angles and what people see or don't see.
I don't care where you're at. That's a foul. In and out. Remember, Big3, you shoot a 3 for 3 points. Here's Al taking his time. Pick and roll. Shot is up. There's a foul as well.
It's hard to guard people 1-1 in this league. I mean, and sometimes you're in a drop, sometimes you're switching, sometimes you're blitzing it right here. Now, Isaiah was in a drop, and Crawford couldn't get over the top of it. It's so hard. And if you make your foul shots, that's part of the secret sauce of how to win.
13-10. Crawford stretching out the defense. Ooh, what a counter. Gets to the middle, gets a bucket.
That's one of their go-to plays right now. They run that quite a bit during the season, and they're so good at running that little play.
Millsap for 3. Long. Jefferson on that glass, scoops it up, little pump fake, kick out. Short with it. And the other. Oh, that's a good job by Millsap on glass. Austin elevates. Soft touch.
Yeah, you're not going to make that shot. Once he elevates and he shoots the ball so high over his head, great fundamentals.
I just feel like enemies are like the most skilled team. Like everyone can knock down a shot. Everyone can move it. They can create their own. It's really fun to watch.
No, I agree with you. They do a great job of that.
Yeah, last year they won the championship. They started out real slow and then just came on so strong. And
they did.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, so Power the next year lost in the semis. They were 5-3. Triplet 6-2. Right now, enemies 2-0.
They just have so much confidence, and you could see it when they're walking around their locker room. Nick Young has done a great job. And for him to say, you know what, I'm going to help coach this team, but I'm going to let my players play. It means something.
Yeah. I mean, and when Jordan Crawford, like you mentioned it last year, he was on a stretch there. It was like 4 or 5 games where he shot 80%. And he was unstoppable. And we've seen a lot of unstoppable guys in this league. I don't know if I've ever seen a performance like that over 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, you've had like Joe Johnson, or you've had Jason Richardson, but he was certainly in that category and just lifted them to a victory. So you can see right here the drive. I mean, when you're 7 foot plus, it's just like playing on a Nerf basket.
Eubanks, who played well to start the game, continues when he checks right back in. Alien's hanging around. Enemies 18. See the score, 18-17.
Yeah, I would say that's a foul.
Yeah, that's an easy foul. Like
Yeah.
You can't shove the guy into the screen.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, what you want to do, you want to get up close. You want to use your body. Now you can lean into them. I think I just fouled you, by the way.
Yeah. I don't think they would have called it. I don't get any calls. I played in the Big 3. You remember? I got 0 calls.
I know, but I did see a picture with you with the championship trophy.
Yeah, I did do that.
With Boston. They're so quick on 50-50 balls.
Yes, they are.
Then they bring Allen in. He's another shooter that they have.
There you go, Stewart on the glass.
You know what they say when somebody has bounce? He has bounce. I mean, the minute he hit bang, he's up and he's beating you to the rebound.
Banks taking his time, got the side, goes up strong. Oh, doesn't walk with it. Shot is off.
Got to clear your feet. Big's got to get out of the lane, and the ball's got to get behind the three-point line.
A lot of dribbling there. Led to a turnover and to a layup. That's like transition in the Big 3.
Yeah, that's great defense right here. What's this? Just the physicality right here. Dusan comes from the blind side, and he's just an incredible passer.
He's on the glass. Millsap taking his time, gets that go screen. He's wide open. Eventually, you got to make one of those. Elijah Stewart with the side, spin move, pull up.
You know, you can just tell with the Millsaps, by the way. I'm watching off the ball, and Abraham is just low and sitting on the knees.
I would say everybody been disrespecting the whole year.
Boston, because of the height difference, you know, all of them. You know, and Paul, if you're watching this game, you are missed. We're thankful that you chose to play and sign to come to the Big 3. And, you know, for somebody who works so hard, it seems almost cruel that you got hurt.
Yeah, Paul played great that first game. It is a shame that he got hurt. I mean, I just thought he was awesome. I was really happy to see him. It's really hard in the first game of your Big 3 career to play that well.
I love Bring the Fire, by the way.
Yeah, I do too.
It brings so much energy. It's mano a mano. And, you know, for a coach, you get a chance to have a different strategy on how to utilize it once a half. And going back to Paul Millsap, you know, Joe Johnson, they train so hard. They bring players together.
Austin with the fadeaway. Short rim. Good defense, good offense.
Yeah. Banks is so physical. I mean, he's come in and he's shown his offensive skill set. He's shown his competitiveness.
Banks to a spot. Takes his time. Back rim. Elijah Stewart. Over to Allen. Allen for 3. Short with it. He makes another board. Dusan up for 3. In and out. Stewart. In and out.
You see how quick they are in transition?
They move to space very well.
Yeah, no dribble, just get the ball out.
Millsap tracks that rebound down. Comes off. Deuce on another 3. He takes it. Back rim. A lot of good looks. A lot of wide open looks. Deuce on with the steal. Read that perfectly.
Yes, he did.
Likes his matchup. That's 5 in a row. And he in and out again. 5 threes. I like that he kept shooting them, though.
You have to shoot. Yeah, you know, shooters shoot, and
You man, the Zon Bullet said he gonna keep shooting no matter what.
timeout.
All right, timeout. That was a
Swaggy has seen enough.
All right. We're waiting right now. I think it's time for Mike Bibby. King of the 4. I'm already down 100 to him, and I'm not betting on the fans. I'm telling you right now.
Look,
my money's on Bibby.
Look, we've all known Mike for a long time.
Yeah.
He's probably been at home practicing, knowing.
No, he said he wasn't. He said he didn't practice.
I need to call his wife.
I got. Come on.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, the first year, a lot of people didn't shoot it, but Mike was shooting it.
Oh, yeah, he loved it.
And now it's become a staple for players.
So in single season, he's got 6. So he is the king of the 4. Pargo might be going for him this year.
Oh, he definitely is. And both Pargo brothers are playing so well. You got to give them credit. I don't want to, but I have to give them credit. They were amazing today.
All right, let's see how Mike shoots. Oh, a little bit off. Up short.
Can't be short if you're going to make a 3 or a 4.
Oh, there's one.
Mike Bibby, y'all.
Back rim. Well, 1 is the lead right now.
Get a little tired after about 4 or 5 of those.
You know what? He straightened it out. Oh, I think it's 1-1.
Yeah.
2-1, baby.
Follow through hard. Flick your wrist.
3-1.
Oh, Mike Bibby.
See, they're not giving him the ball. I think it's a ploy.
Oh, he found his range, by the way. That last one was really good. That's short.
Damn.
Oh, 3-2. 3-2.
You take the victory however you can get it.
I'm getting hit with the ball as I'm shooting, man.
He's huffing and puffing, too. You know, I played for his dad.
I played for his dad.
You did. I played
in college. He was the best.
USBL with the long with the Springfield fame. It was unbelievable.
All right, let's send it to Rachel.
You were off a little. Were you cold? Did you have no warm up?
No warm up. I got a microphone on. I'm getting hit with the ball as I'm shooting. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on out there that's kind of put me on the 8 ball.
Can I tell you what I noticed? Your elbow was flaring a little bit.
Really?
That's why I was going side to side.
But you know what? It's hard when you sit here for 4 hours. And I mean, I came straight off the seat right there and to come in and shoot.
You know, someone's on your tail. Pargo's on your tail. You worried about him catching your 4-point record?
Yes, because he's one of the very few guys that still shoot it. So, I mean, I think he made one today. So, I mean, it's...
If he catches up, you might have to suit up again. That's all I'm saying.
You got to look how many games was played and how many, the attempts, the percentage matters too.
All right. You hear all the excuses from Mike Bibby. Back to you guys.
I think he won. Did he win? I think he won. Man, I tell you, I had the funniest Bibby story. I played him in high school. And he was the #1 point guard. I was, down in Arizona. And at the end, I was like, he's just all right, Then I got a stat sheet. He had 39, 19 assists, and 17 rebounds. I was like, man, I had 10 and 12, and I thought I had a good game.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Unreal.
What he's done in his career is fantastic.
All right. There's Austin, gets downhill.
Hey.
He's so skilled.
Yes, he is. Off the dribble, posting up, blocking shots. Look at this. He just looks. He knows how to move your foot just with the ball fake.
Now Jefferson, misses to put back. Coming off Dusan's leg, it's going to be enemy's ball.
He makes
Austin,
the extra pass.
giving you a little shake there. Hezzy, fade. That's off. Now Jefferson, board. Dusan. Oh, now he's a little gun shy after missing those 5 in a row. Gets to the rim, gets the contact. Smart play.
Absolutely. You can't let a shot blocker extend their arm. You have to go up through their chin. Dusan has done this many times. Look at him. He goes, and look how tight he is, and he comes right up underneath him.
Oh, man. I don't know what happened to Austin, but he's down. I looked at the replay. Oh, he's grabbing his stomach.
What if you got a knee or an elbow? Let's take a look. I mean, Dusan is a lot bigger and stronger than you think. It didn't look like there was a lot of contact.
Mm-mm. He's hurting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's
really
in
hurting.
pain.
Yeah. Just looked like a shoulder to the stomach. I mean, I gotta be honest. I watch a lot of NBA games. I've never seen a guy go down like that on a contact like that.
Mm-hmm. Might have caught him just in the right place, maybe like between the ribs or.
Hope he's all right. Good player, fun to watch. Real good team they have out here.
Absolutely, part of a championship.
So Dusan will go to the line. Remember, the game halftime is at 25. So if enemies makes the next basket, it will be halftime.
Yeah, this game has gone a little bit longer. The first one was like bam, bam, and it was gone.
Well, enemies have kind of their rhythm is usually in the second half. They just barrage you with threes and drives, and it's over quickly. And I think that's what we saw in that Tri-State game.
You know, I've been watching Isaiah Austin. They're trying to get him to the locker room, and you know, he stops every couple steps. So we really do hope he's okay.
He banks on the glass. Man, I hope he is all right.
Yeah, the enemies, they need Isaiah Austin. He's been playing really well.
Up top, got the screen. Gets downhill. Gets the foul. You know, I played against him. I coached him in Golden State, Crawford, and he could score. And I like to play one-on-one with the guys, and let me lock this up. It doesn't look that hard. I'm telling you, his shiftiness and his shot and everything, it keeps you on skates the whole time, and it's translated from the NBA to this league, where it's really hard for guys.
To
And that'll do it. That's halftime right there. 26-23. Second half coming up. Enemies, always a fun, exciting second half team. We'll be right back.
This game has been closer than I expected. You know what? Aliens, they're showing they got a lot of fight in them. I give them that, though. Even without Paul Millsap.
Next Sunday, it's a Big 3 doubleheader. First, Jeff Teague and the three-headed monsters take on a trilogy team looking to regain their winning forms. And in Game 2, Jay Rich and Tri-State. And Jay Rich, behind the back to Steven. Will try to slow down the defending champs, enemies. Oh my gosh! It's all going down next Sunday as Big 3 is coming in hot to the Prudential Center in Newark.
Fire and ice. Big 3. Cube's vision of summertime fun is back. Big 3 basketball.
All right, here we go.
The most thrilling stars. Never know who you're going to see. Legends of the game. Young stars. My God. Plus halftime concerts and fantastic finishes. And this new season, we're streaming on X and airing live on CBS all summer long.
The Big 3 is back, coming in hot all summer long. Newark, Anaheim, Portland, Cincinnati, San Antonio, Nashville, and Boston. This is Fireball 3. It's a hard-nosed, trash-talking brand of basketball where they still bang down low and they still play tough D. Hall of Fame coaches and NBA superstars. And we're coming in hot to a city near you. So grab your friends, grab your family, and get your seats now at big3.com/tickets.
Welcome back, guys. It is time to answer our trivia question from the first half. How many current Big 3 head coaches also played in the Big 3? The answer is 4. Scal, Nancy, you guys know who these players are?
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't think that everyone knew that Charles Oakley played. You see it right there. There's Rashard Lewis.
Rashard Lewis is
Sweet
1.
Lou, Swaggy P. That's 2.
Just a winner in life, Swaggy.
Yup, that's a real winner right there. Steven Jackson. And here it is, right here. A lot of people forgot about this. Charles Oakley was out there. He was humping and pumping. Look at him. He's still talking trash.
Every time.
You know, he's in better shape now.
I know.
Than he was.
I know.
We fight who's going to be in the weight room first when we get to a city. I didn't realize that Oak played.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was like maybe 4 fouls in 2 minutes. And a tech. It was in, it was out. I'm glad that we got that one because I feel like it could have been a trick question.
You know, I don't think that yellow jersey was slimming for him.
No, he's in shape. He's in good shape right now. All right, let's talk about this game. I mean, I thought Aliens came out pretty strong, but enemies are enemies.
Yeah, enemies are good. They can manufacture their points anytime off screen roll, off ISO, pull-up jump shots. Jordan Crawford is unbelievable. Elijah Stewart. I just like how they space the floor. And the Aliens are playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
Aliens know that they need to win this game. And I think Rick Mahorn's done a great job in preparing them against the champs.
What'd you think of Elijah Stewart?
I thought he was, remarkable. It's what he does. Watch him here. His head is up. You're going to play that far off me. Do not insult me. This is on TV. And then, you get up on him. He goes.
Hey, y'all, it's kind of off the Paul George has declined his player option, so he's going to be a free agent, man. So, he's definitely not going to go to the Warriors. If y'all watched my video on last night, I was talking about how the Warriors didn't even need to entertain potentially trading for Paul George. Now that's not going to be an option because he's a free agent and they don't have the salary cap to sign him. So it seems like y'all that either he's going back to the Clippers, which I don't think is going to happen, or he's going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Y'all, I think he's going to the Sixers. I just think the Clippers, they don't want to give Paul George a max contract, and I just think that's what he wants. He realizes, hey, I'm about to be 35. I need to get a long-term deal. So, yeah, just want to let y'all know that, man. Paul George has declined his player option. He will now be entering free agency.
Yeah, and the Aliens really struggled from 3.
Yeah, they had that period you talked about where Dusan missed, 5 shots in a row, and they're a really good shooting team, but it's going to be a different makeup here with Isaiah Austin in the locker room. Quincy Miller, he's big, he's strong, he's 6'10", and he also went to Baylor. So it's a thing with the big guys at Baylor.
Now Jefferson mistimed his jump. Elijah Stewart for 3. Good controlled tap out to Miller.
See, the weak side rebounding.
Yeah.
I noticed that last year when they were playing the triplets in the championship game, how quick they are, and they do such a great job on the weak side offensive rebounding.
Dusan, step back. Banks is playing really well. Al Jefferson inside. Automatic travel call. Miller, 3. That's long.
Sometimes when you come into the game, I'm sorry, Scott.
And Knox finally gets one to go.
Yeah, and we were talking shooters have to shoot. But when you come into the game like this, Quincy really hasn't played. You got to get some shots. Whether you make it or miss it, you got to get some shots.
That's the mindset. It's just be aggressive. Eventually, you'll get into this game.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Great take by Crawford, turning the corner. Love that Creed jersey, by the way. I'm all into the nickname jerseys.
I love it, right? You learn so much about people when they throw a nickname down.
He banks in the corner. And he knocks down. They have to call it a 3. Hanging around.
Yeah, hanging around. I mean, that's an unbelievable pickup. I mean, he's pretty much one of their best players already.
Stewart. Now Jefferson gets it, clears it. Son wipes his hand up the top of the key, looking for some action. E-Bank, 4 on the clock. He steps back. It's up. Nope. Stewart clears.
I thought you could have put that right back
I
up.
didn't know if it hit the rim or not. And Miller knocks down one, and that's what you said, Nancy. Just keep shooting. Eventually, you'll get yourself into the game.
It will. I mean, and he's a really good, he could space the floor. He could go to the basket, but if you can knock it down, knock it down.
Dusan, step back. They just let him shoot, and he missed again. I would think that, I've never seen him miss this many shots in a row, ever.
No, and he's such
my goodness. Al Jefferson said, I'm not dealing with this.
Hey, I'm going to change it from cred to Spinderella. Look at this. Al Jefferson's like, come on now. This is worth my foul.
He's like, nah, man, I'm not playing that game. You can save that for somebody else.
It is so true. You just don't want to get embarrassed.
Crawford for 4. No. Hustles.
Remember we talked about?
Yep. Weak side rebounding.
50-50 balls. They're so quick to it. They get the extra shot.
I clipped that side of the backboard.
This is still a game right here. I mean, the aliens are playing really good basketball.
They are. Crawford urging Miller to go. He pulls up from 3. This is it. There's the 50-50 balls. Elijah Stewart in the rim. Kicks it out. Miller, pump fakes. He's got time. 7 on the clock. They call foul.
Yeah, that's just that's youth and quickness and just tracking it down.
That's a lot of ball.
They got a really small team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually Austin. He left early in the game. Took a shoulder to the stomach. Kind of limped out of here. There's Allen playing bully ball underneath.
Yeah, Allen has come in. He's a Drew League star. Have you ever seen him play in the Drew?
I haven't.
YouTube him. He's really good. Another Michigan State player, Tommy Izzo. He seems to manufacture great players, but he's fun to watch. He comes off the bench. He can shoot from anywhere.
How do you watch the Drew League? On TV?
You can stream.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, everything now is streamable.
Oh, this is great news. Austin is back.
Or Zeke.
Love to see it. I was really worried. I'm not kidding you guys. I was really worried. The way he went down and limped out of here, I was worried.
Well, it's great. They really have great trainers here, and they before the game, they're working on the players. They're stretching them. They're working with them, making sure they're healthy. Now to be able to have him back on the bench is fabulous. It's a family league, right? With the Millsaps and the Teagues, and it's fun to have these young people. Coaches have their sons, and I have my son playing in the league, TJ.
Here's Crawford up top. Looking to get going with the dribble. Rises up, and they just keep missing. Good rebound by Allen. They take advantage of this. Goes baseline, short with it. There's a 50-50 ball again. Crawford, other side of the rim. It is amazing how quick they are to those 50-50 balls.
It adds up. Now they got 38 points. Look at this. They come down, and they make you pay because now you're scrambling on those 50-50 balls.
Little screen and slip. Millsap.
That's just old-time basketball right there.
Yeah, it is,
all
right? Yeah.
Give and go.
There's Stewart. 38-35. Another open shot. Ooh. All right, we mentioned it was a family league. Let's take a look. Family photos right here. There's the Millsaps. John Millsap, Paul Millsap, Abraham Millsap.
And they're all ballers. And look how beautiful their mom is and brother. And it's really cool to be able to turn on the tube, and you played as kids together.
Yeah.
Now you get to play as adults, or after you gave the NBA all you got. I mean, Paul Millsap was an all-star, amazing player for that matter.
Yeah, a couple conference finals. And not highly recruited out of high school, turned into an amazing NBA player.
Because of his work ethic. It's like Joe Johnson. I mean, they live in the gym. And I bet you, I wish I had film on the battles with Abraham and his brother just in the backyard, right? Who went in, crying to mom that, so-and-so beat me up.
Yeah.
Your family toughens you up.
I have a young family I work with, twin brothers, Cooper Flag and Ace Flag. Ace plays for my AAU team, and all I heard of the stories of them battling till midnight, playing one-on-one for 5 hours straight.
I saw Cooper play when Cube and I were at the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, I was
when
there.
When he got the Impact Award.
That game was amazing.
And, the Hoop Hall Classic for the men and women. I couldn't believe how good Cooper Flag was. You work with him?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Here's the bring the fire. He'll taking his time. He's going to be stripped. Good defense.
We've been talking so much about Elijah Stewart's offense, but see his quickness, his confidence, him moving his feet, stronger than you think, testing him up. This is good stuff. And Carmelo said this, which I thought was great in his interview with Rachel. You don't understand how tough it is to play 3-on-3 basketball, the conditioning, the stamina, the physicality on every single play, because you can't hide or just run to the corner.
Stewart up top, looking to be aggressive. That is an aggressive move. And bounces out. Abraham Millsap inside of his brother. Here's John on the post. Rises up. It rolls out. Jordan Crawford with the rebound. He clears it.
This is where they close games out.
Yeah,
they just pick up the speed.
Yeah, they're getting the shots that they normally knock down. Oh, there's some hustle right there. Good block. Allen saves it, gets it back, and that's a layup.
Right? Great defense creates great offense. Anticipation, the weak side recovery by Allen, but, the multiple efforts. Not only do I contest the shot, but then I fall down and I pass the shot.
Yeah, that's a live group. Guys who attack, they defend, they get 50-50 balls, they rebound on the weak side, and they got game when they have the ball in their hands. All right, let's go to Mike Bibby backstage talking about his 4-point contest.
The OGs who start the league, Steve Jackson here with me. Good friend, my brother. We got some questions I'm going to ask you. All right? You're on guys' trip.
Hey, there goes Stack.
What country are you heading to?
Somewhere in South America.
Got Mario Chalmers here, former teammate, played with him Miami Heat. Got some questions for you. Tell the public something that they wouldn't know about you.
I'm nice on the pool table. That's one thing about me. I'm nice on the pool table.
So you like to hustle? You like to hustle? You're a hustler.
I just say I like to play pool.
Okay, the Hall of Famer Michael Cooper here. How you doing, Coop?
I'm with Mike Bibby, and I ask you a question, Mike Bibby. Of all the players in the league, if you could take one of them out to dinner and have a steak dinner with, who would it be?
In the league right now?
You have to think about that. Of course, it would be Michael Cooper. Now, Mike Bibby.
Spit some 16 from real quick.
Oh, wow.
Just some, you grab the mic. And you
wow.
got the microphone.
Trillest dude Stern led into the league. Now I'm seeing more bread than lettuce and some cheese. Roll with them killer bees, but mine ain't Africanized. Wrong move and get your mind on your passenger side. There we go.
I mean, he got it. I mean, he got it.
Great job.
That was entertaining. It's fun to see people like that, friends, just kind of get after it and talk and laugh with one another.
I was thinking when Michael Cooper said that, I was thinking a player.
I think we need to name this segment Bibby's Boys Club.
Oh, very nice.
This is Boys Club questions. I kind of like the backstage vibe. Bibby's first time as a sideline reporter. I enjoyed it.
Rachel, get people in the chat to come up with questions.
Yeah, chat. What do you want to see
From Bibby's Boys Club.
Bibby's Boys Club. Let me, first of all, you guys like that name. Should we do it more?
No, it's fantastic. Hey, when you were a three-point shooter at Old Dominion, was there one particular shot you liked, right side, left side, straight on?
You know, my favorite spot on the court is left wing. That's great. Yeah. From far. That's why I'm eyeing this 4-point circle right here on the left wing.
You think you got that?
I'm going to come early to one of these weekends and get in there and practice and see how I shoot.
Outfit? Wear the outfits and shoot it with the heels.
Nancy, I would rip these sleeves right off of the jacket, and it's vintage, so I might get in trouble for that. But next week for sure, I'll be ready.
Rachel, you like your chances against Bibby?
Against Bibby after his performance today and all those excuses he was making. Sheesh. But no, we'll have to see. I don't want to disrespect Bibby like that.
What you just did.
I just need passes from Nancy. That's all I need. And then I think I'll shoot over 50%.
You said I led Old Dominion in assists in my career. I never got one to you. I have to.
I know. We need that. We'll make it happen.
The pass is important. Seamed up, shooting pocket, all that stuff matters.
Anybody who gives you the basketball like Magic or some of the great guards in the league, just make sure you take them to dinner.
That's all you got to do?
Yeah. Or like Curry. I mean, Curry buys his people stuff,
oh,
right?
Yeah,
like,
watches.
Like quarterbacks do.
For sure. All right. Big possession right here for Aliens. Millsap, no. All right, so can they get some space? Allen right away out of the corner. They have so much skill.
They trust each other. They move ball. They give it to one another. It's really phenomenal how they play.
They have game point next time they get the ball. Aliens, big possession. They got to get a bucket here. Millsap goes up, short with it. Good hustle. Ebanks for three. He's had a great game.
They needed that one.
Two. That hurts.
Oh, it's only two.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable. He's going to watch this film, and he's going to be really happy about what he's done.
All right, 3 wins it. Game to 50. Last week, Elijah Stewart had a walk-off. Didn't even see it drop. Allen keeping it going. Step back. No way. There's a push.
Over the back.
Aliens ball.
Yeah, we were talking about, Devin Ebanks. He's got 20 points, 5 rebounds. I mean, in his debut here. And if Paul doesn't get hurt, he's not in this league again.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that can play. Ice Cube gives them a chance in this league.
Well, Cube's the best.
And they're going to say no shot. I don't know about that one. That should have been continuation.
Yeah, I just need to see where he took off, but it very well could be a continuation. See right here, he's 1, 2, 3, probably a little too early on the foul. I think it was the right call.
All right, side out. No foul trouble really right now. He banks up top, pulls up, and he is feeling it.
Make that 22
Nice.
Yeah, making it really interesting.
Very interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
He wins it. Enemies live for shots like this. Again, Jordan Crawford solo action at the top of the key. Gets downhill. He spins. Pump fakes. Kicks it. Allen. 4 on the clock. He's going to take the layup. Got it.
Oh, that was a smart decision. Not forcing the three.
They're going to take the game winner away from you. Just finish. And now, shorten what you need to get 50.
Right here, you go for 3. You almost have to, right?
Yeah, I think so. And they know that.
Ebanks for 4. Good rebound, Allen. Tracks it down. Crawford goes left. Step back.
Oh.
And it's good.
Oh, Jordan Crawford.
They got closers.
Hey, a lot of Stewart said what last week, man? Y'all been disrespecting them all year. He said after 2 games.
They don't have any of those.
Hey, y'all better put some respect on enemies, man.
No, when the finish the shot, they're there. Watch the
Oh,
shot.
look at
He
this move
goes
right
up.
here.
He knows this is a
Step back. Got you.
finish.
Here it is again.
I cannot wait to hear what a lot of Stewart's gonna say after this.
Watch the little heads he like. Seriously?
Yeah, look at the step back. Hand goes up.
Hey man, y'all better stop disrespecting the enemy.
Look at Carmelo. Does he like it?
That's a course.
Look at that smile.
I haven't seen anyone.
I can score that. That's what's up right there.
Yeah, people sleeping on it.
All right, let's send it over to Rachel.
Hello.
Here with Crawford, that was a big shot at the end. You didn't hear it, but I heard Nancy say they have closers and posers. Let's see that finishing pose.
Oh yeah, closers for sure.
You guys had a slow start. What did you need to do to get that spark back in the game, get those shots falling?
Well, we ain't played with rhythm all day, so we got to have rhythm so our shots can fall. We was a little sloppy, and that's why we was missing for sure.
Talk about those hustle plays. I feel like every loose ball, you guys got to that, even though the shots weren't falling. Talk about the grit that this team has.
Yeah, you need guys that can get around the court. They was playing harder than us. They was getting all the loose balls, so we had to step it up.
An update on Isaiah. How's he doing?
Oh, he came back. He talking about his ribs broke, but he's still playing. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
He's all good. Well, great win today. Congrats. Thank you.
That's a great win by enemies. They remain undefeated. See them at the top left of your screen. Aliens hanging in there. Bivouac. Enemies 3-0.
Standing.
It's a good week.
It
Here,
wasn't.
week 3
Those
down in
balls
Baltimore, the
right now.
Big 3. Enemies got it done. We got one more to go. It's going to be a bloodbath. Trilogy 3's coming.
Y'all show a lot of Stewart and the enemy some respect. Yeah, please do. Because last week he was saying people aren't respecting them. And he also said something like we have to be better by 15 points every week. Now, I'm not really sure what he meant by that, but that's what he said, y'all. So
It's a Big 3 doubleheader. First, Jeff Teague and the three-headed monsters take on a trilogy team.
again, I disagree with him because I think a lot of us have been respecting the enemies. I mean, they're the defending champions for a reason. They have a very great team. And I think most people, myself included, would say the enemies are a championship contender. I think them and the Triplets are the favorites to win it. So I'm not sure, where he's getting from that people are disrespecting. Yeah, obviously, that's how he feels. I know after this game, he's going to be even more fired up. He's like, what's I going to say now? We're 3-0. So.
Basketball. All right, here we go.
If y'all heard the clip last week, he said that's why I'm laughing so much. It was just funny the way he said it. He's like, y'all been disrespecting us all year. He's like, we got to be better about 15 points. We're not getting any fouls called in our favor. And I was like, wow, I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he's awful fired up. And at that point, they don't play 2 games. So, hey, that's how he feels. So.
Grab your family and get to us now at Big3.com.
But now, in all seriousness, I mean, the enemies they're a great team. And I expect them to be in the championship game. Now, here we go, y'all. Trilogy versus 3 coming. As y'all see the bottom of your screen, I have Trilogy winning this game. Trilogy is a disciplined team. I heard what Steven Jackson said last week. He said we need to get back to playing like the old Trilogy, the team that won the championship.
It says that we locked in this year. No matter who we play, all the teams are solid. All the teams are good. We just got to make sure that we do our part to make sure we stay in the position we are in the ranking. So just make sure we keep hooping, keep playing as a team, keep playing defense, and we'll see what happens after that.
Jeff did a great job controlling the paint, playing great defense without fouling, and then just rebounding the ball. And we just got out in transition, got the ball out fast.
Two brothers, like Nikki T said earlier, they showed out, man.
And we was able to make some.
Y'all watching, I don't know if y'all saw, him and Janelle Pargo and Glenn Rice Jr., they had some words, but, Janelle Pargo, he kind of finished it off, game winning shot.
We were really excited about the win, and it was a team win, so.
Janelle, he did have some things to say. And Jeremy, man, his brother, I mean, Jeremy's one of the best sports, and when he's on, I said this last week, when Jeremy Pargo is on, Triplets are unbeatable. And they did that
what the Big 3 is all about.
Without Joe Johnson. They still won by 20
places that
should have basketball, should have professional basketball, but maybe not. And seeing our product, hopefully the energy to bring a team to a place like Baltimore start to kick up. And if not, we'll be back. Don't worry about it.
As you guys can see, we have a lot of people coming in and out of that hot mic room, and we will be updating you every single week from the highlights there. More to come in a few. We have Trilogy and Three's Company next.
Big 3. Yeah. Big 3. Come on. Yeah. 3. Now that's a magic number. Got the homies balling out for the whole damn summer in that 4-point circle with that ghost ball of purple. If you check the roster, got a 3-head monster. Now them killer threes are like killer bees. Start dropping threes like trilogies, like companies, like PIGs. Got them ball hogging that 3-on-3. We got the power to do it BIG. We got tri-state coached by the DOC, so don't hate on Lisa Leslie the Great. It's Nancy Lieberman, head coach leading it. We got new teams, we got new schemes. We got big wax, aliens, and enemies. And they coached by the glove, commissions the glide. Coached by the oak, coached by the ice, man. No fight.
Y'all, breaking news. This is per Shams Charania. He says that the Warriors are expected to part ways with Klay Thompson. So, y'all, this is going to be an end of an era. Wow. Yeah, we knew this day was coming, y'all. I mean, at the end of the day, they say all good things must come to an end. I mean, hey, if Michael Jordan and, that 97, 98 Chicago Bulls team, if they got, split up, then, everyone else or anybody else, could get split up as well. So, they definitely should never broke that team up because, I mean, they were still the best team in the league, won the championship against the Utah Jazz. But, yeah, again, per Shams Charania, y'all, the Warriors and Klay Thompson are expected to part ways. So this will be the end of an era. It's definitely going to feel weird to see Klay Thompson in a different uniform. But y'all, it happens sometimes. I mean, Dwayne Wade played for the Chicago Bulls and Cleveland Cavaliers. He didn't play for the Miami Heat his whole career, right? I mean, we saw Hakeem Olajuwon. He didn't play for the Rockets his whole career, right? He went to the Raptors. We also saw Patrick Ewing. He went to the Orlando Magic. Dominique Wilkins didn't play for the Hawks his entire career. He played for the Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic. So it happens, y'all. I know a lot of people are probably going to be, kind of emotional, kind of sad over it. But at the end of the day, y'all, it's sports. And I've seen, Hall of Fame players, they end up go to different teams. I mean, obviously, Michael Jordan, he did it. He went to the Washington Wizards. And that still looks weird to see him in a Wizards uniform. But it happens. And for the Warriors, it's probably best that they do this because Klay Thompson is not the same player. Again, I said this on last night. So if y'all didn't watch my video, please go watch it and like it. But, yeah, Klay Thompson is not the same player. And now with the Warriors, I mean, I'm really not sure where they go, though, because they're not getting Paul George. But maybe they can make a trade for. I said last night, maybe they could trade Andrew Wiggins for like a Brandon Ingram. But they definitely have to do something. Steph Curry is still one of the best players in the league. And you can't just leave this roster as is because they're not good enough. That's why they didn't make the playoffs this past season. So, but yeah, just want to let y'all know that, man, Warriors and Klay Thompson are expected to part ways. End of an era for them.
When he gets to his spots, this is a guy who the NBA, he dominated players when he was there. He's averaging, as you see, 18.5 points, third in the league this year. And he can go inside, he can go outside. He has a counter move to whatever you have.
All right, take a look. There's Michael Cooper. I appreciate it. New Hall of Fame Michael Cooper getting respect for that defense. Some of the best defense back in the 80s.
Mike gonna have the ball. Reggie, you're gonna be here. Rio,
and there's Steven Jackson getting this group ready. Steven Jackson missed week 1. He did a really good job in week 2, but they just got off to such a bad start in week 2. Take a look at the roster. Earl Clark, former Defensive Player of the Year. Caddy Lillane, Roscoe Smith, James White. White, been here since day 1. Mario Chalmers, Reggie Evans, Michael Beasley, Nasir Cole. If you don't know him, you will because he's a good player.
Evans, Beasley,
in the paint. Rules of the Big 3, games are to 50. Halftime is at 25.
Look at
No
Steve
shot
Jackson.
clocks,
Steve Jackson, he ready for
by
war.
15 seconds.
One
shot for the value of
I mean, Trilogy, their season's on the line. They lose this game, that's it.
And you just got to have your foot in the circle.
So their season is on the line.
And at the end, bring the fire. You hit that fire button, you want to challenge a play, two players will duke it out playing one-on-one.
He's a winner.
Yeah, the rules that Ice Cube has,
He
created
is a
for
winner.
this is it's so much fun, and people, NBA players, WNBA players talk to me about it.
Thank you for
because
that.
they
Yes,
like
welcome.
everything, the innovation.
Yeah,
Y'all know me. Free agency starts tomorrow, so man, this news is really going to be flying in.
Yard, and you got to be able to put that
And
ball.
we'll see what the Lakers are going to do. We got to do something.
And we got some today. I mean, this is going to be a good matchup. You have the Beasley versus Earl Clark.
Really wish we could have traded for DeJounte Murray, but y'all in New Orleans tell it because they beat us to it, y'all. So I'm mad about that, but
guys that have been in this league from day one.
So they start off with a play called touch, which is just no dribble, pass, get it back, and then find Beasley for that shot.
There's Clark, that hesitation pull up, in and out. Beasley clears it. Hustle by Clark. Over to Briscoe inside, and it's good news for Trilogy for Briscoe to get an easy one.
Yeah, it's just nice to see the veterans on the floor. James White, he's an assistant coach with Chris Finch with the Minnesota Timberwolves. So some of these guys have, started out here 5-6 years ago. Now they're coaching in the NBA. They're staying in great shape.
Mm-hmm. Easy with a step back. It's up. That is tough money.
Hey, I don't know what it is with lefties, but they golf beautifully, they bowl beautifully, and they shoot beautifully.
That was a nice shot.
he started early.
Get downhill. Go taking his time. Little hezzy. Step back. The shot's got to drop for him.
Yeah, he just brings so much to this team in the offseason. He plays over in Europe. These guys, it's not like they wait 9 months to come back and play or 8 months. They're getting in shape and staying in shape.
There's Chalmers. Comes off. Pulls up. He's short with it. Good hustle. Ball is found by Reggie Evans, who lays it up.
Yeah, that's the physicality of the league. You can get your arm chopped off, and sometimes there's no call.
There's Clark. And then fouls like that.
Yeah, now Chalmers got that foul, which I thought was, ticky-tack. And on the one before, he came down with the tomahawk chop. And you don't call that. So, that's the consistency that players are looking for.
And I think that's what he's saying, the same thing. Like, I think all the players just for consistency.
Yeah, and different crews call things different ways.
Clark knocks down the free throw, 2 points, 6-4, Trilogy. I like the edge right now that Trilogy's playing with. They understand that you cannot in this league go down 3-0. And then there's a point in the league where you start eliminating teams. They just stop traveling, and everyone wants to keep that hope alive of making the playoffs.
And I think that's smart. As the league grows and you understand, how to make this thing even better. After 6 weeks, if you're, 1-4, 1-5, you're not making the playoffs. So why should League One have the expense?
Yep.
And if you're not going to be able to contend.
There's Clark for 3. It's off. Chalmers clears it. Looking for Beasley, wide open, takes it inside. Got soft hands on glass.
Yeah, he sure does. And again, I want to say to Baltimore, thank you for showing out and just being a great part of this day. There's 6 games.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's
exactly.
And people stay for all of them.
Some people do. Yeah. So we had 10,400 people that came and supported, and it was sold out in the lower bowl. And, over the course of, 6 hours, even though I would have tried to stay for this matchup, but I think this matchup is going to be a great matchup.
Guys, you talk about the
wow.
We now have just hit 2 million on X.
Wow.
Another big milestone.
Hey, that's not a surprise.
Fans are showing up around the world.
Rachel, how did you rank that shout out from the chat from Carmelo Anthony? Wasn't that just spot on?
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like we should hire him to do more of those.
Yeah,
That's better than I could have ever done.
Wait, Rach. We're trying to get him to buy a team. Okay, we're not trying to pay him.
All right, fine.
We want him to buy a team and put it in Baltimore. You're messing up with the business model.
GM Carmelo has a nice ring to it. I'll just say
Owner.
Owner, okay. Owner, GM, coach,
Yeah, does it all.
player, coach.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take it all.
Yeah.
You can see right now, Trilogy is playing really hard. They're coming with their physicality, and they're going to try to see, is it going to be matched? And I appreciate Carmelo shaking his head and in agreement with us.
I mean, if you're Carmelo Anthony, you want Earl Clark on your team, right? A guy that can shoot it, got a guy that could defend at a high level.
So what are you saying? He's scouting? He's scouting
I mean,
for
if that's what I would
players?
be doing, right?
You know what's going to happen if
He's going to get
Carmelo,
Baltimore guys.
if he
DMV.
buys a team, he's first of all, he's going to call Kevin Durant and say, KD, what are you doing? For 10 weeks this summer.
Exactly.
Okay. He's going to probably call, some of his other buddies and say, look, hey, Chris Paul, what are you going to do? Are you going to play another year? We could use you out here. It's called relationships.
Yeah, for sure.
And he has them all.
That's how it goes.
He's done so well in retirement, his investments and endorsements. He's really phenomenal. He'll be a Hall of Famer.
Chalmers keeping the dribble alive inside Reggie Evans. He's only got 2 on the clock. He's got to go quick. They're going to say shot clock violation. This is what I'm going to expect. With Trilogy needing the win and Three's Company, they're just a really grimy team. This is everything that's going to be hard today. Every bucket you get is going to be tough.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're big, they're strong. Reggie Evans, are you kidding me? He's one of the top rebounders in the history of this league. Yeah, Reggie is the all-time leading rebounder in the Big Three.
Nice block by Sean Williams, and Reggie Evans cleans it up.
Sean Williams played for me. That guy is long, he's lanky, he's a great defender. He's just a solid teammate, and you could see what he did on that particular play.
Yeah, blocking shots in this league is so valuable. It turns into 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
It's automatic. Ooh, Chalmers for
Rio.
4. Short. Another rebound. Reggie. Fresh shot clock. Chalmers comes up that ball screen. Looking inside. 5 on the clock. Good swipe by Flight White. Chalmers short.
Yeah, James White still quick hands, knows how to play.
Chalmers takes his time. Short with it. Near a menace on the glass. Three's Company is.
Yeah, you can see Sean Williams. He tracks down these. And then he creates his own offense off of just really fantastic hustle plays.
Just like that, Three's Company on a little bit of a run here. It's really starting with their defense. Briscoe pulls up. Short with it again. Chalmers, step back, goes up with it. Good rebound, Clark. Clark for 3 in the corner. They're going to get a foul. They'll shoot 1 for 3 points.
Those are the things that just drive you nuts. The fact that you're fouling somebody from 3. All you have to do is just contest that shot. I know Sean is, it's one thing to do it and know you did it. You don't need people just come after you like me.
Yeah, it's understanding momentum. Right now, Three's Company has all the momentum in the world. That miss can lead to something else. Yeah, fouls are big in this league. And this is not an easy shot.
You know what? If I would never bring the fire on a 3-point, foul like that, because the chances of them actually making the shot, I'll hedge my bet on that. That's house money.
It looks like it's easy until you get fouled shooting the 3, and then you're there. You're like, wait a minute, this is tough, and that's a foul. Briscoe will get 1 at the line.
Yeah, Briscoe's so good at getting into your body. He feels where the pressure is coming from, and then he spins opposite, and he gets low and he's powerful.
I have a lot of the kids that I work with watch the Big Three for that reason. There's a lot of guys that play in straight lines here, and it's a great way to teach the game. When you go, you got to go. You got to put that shoulder into a guy's chest. You got to own that space, and it's all across this league where guys play in those straight lines. It's fun to watch.
Well, this is how the game is, whether it's in the NBA or not. It's not 5-on-5. It's 3-on-3 on one side and 2-on-2 on the other side, and you're trying to be able to get that.
Oh, he almost made that. Here's Briscoe. Nice pass. Oh, turnover. Core kicks it out. Chalmers can we get one to fall? Short again. Chalmers with the layup. Good seal by Williams.
Yeah, this is pretty explosive team right here with Nazir Kaur. He came through the combine. So you can come by the combine and show people, people had sent me film on him. He's good. He's a YouTuber, ball is life. He's shifty, he's strong, and he plays defense.
Yeah, he's been impressive. How is it? He's a YouTuber. Let's hear what Steven Jackson has to say in the huddle, or what's going on in the trilogy huddle.
Yeah, we got energy up. Hey, don't wait to guard him when the ball in the air. The big man. Whoever posting up, get around him early.
First off, Steve Jackson clean. He got the red and black on. I like that. Y'all ain't know red's my favorite color. Then also, it's funny to hear Steve Jackson, in the huddle because he's just so intense, man. Still, even though he's retired now, he's still very intense. That's how he was as a player. He does not like to lose. Let me tell you something. If y'all don't know Steven Jackson, or you don't really know him that well, one thing about him, he hates to lose.
This is what Chalmers is going to
Okay,
do.
let me tell y'all something. Not every player slash coach really hates losing. They might not like it. Steven Jackson hates to lose.
Steven Jackson is in control of
I remember he played with the Warriors, and hearing his post game press conference when they lost the game, man, it really, really, really would tick him off. So, he was ultra competitive, man.
Here's how we're going to identify how to win this game. Here's what we're going to go after. And make or miss, it doesn't matter. He's doing that.
But it's a player's game, and he has a game plan. Coaches coach, and then when you get on the court, it's about you.
So that's a nice rebound. Clark downhill, kicks it out. Roscoe Smith, some of the travel. Roscoe Smith did a good job of keeping that ball alive. I'm used to Isaiah Briscoe being so much more aggressive. It doesn't feel like he's hit his stride yet. There's Core.
He might not have, but look at the guys that are coming into the league, like Nazir. He's strong. He's got the body like Briscoe.
Got it. So he used to be able to use his size and overpower people, but not anymore.
No, I mean, you look at the Marcus Fosters that have come into the league. You look at, Core that's in the league right here. Even Hezzy God, right?
Big strong guys.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to challenge this. Like I said, this game was always going to be this way.
Oh, it's going to be mucked up. You said it from the beginning.
Yeah, this game was going to be, because I know Trilogy. Let's take a look at the replay here. Oh, I don't know. Did that hit his leg? I don't think it did. Trilogy, when they need a win, they're going to do whatever it takes, and that's just the makeup of Three's company. So you have two desperate teams. Let's see. What do you see, Nancy?
I might have gone off of Clark. Yeah. It's hard to see from that angle. This one will, yeah, it did because it changed the angle.
Yeah.
It changed the angle.
So they got it right.
Yep. And Mario has quick, active hand. He plays really hard. I mean, say what you want about, if people are talking about you, it's because you play hard and he plays physical. and he's a veteran.
Red flag, it's gonna be blue ball and out.
Michael Cooper. You know, it took so long to get Michael Cooper, as you see the officials explaining to Steven Jackson, but he should have been in the Hall of Fame years ago. And for what he's done, he's got more rings. He's a winner. He goes in, enshrinement will be in October this year. And I'm so proud for him to have this honor.
Yeah, I thought when Ben Wallace got inducted, it opened the door for a lot of the tough, hard-nosed defensive players. Here's Core. Good shot, but short. Briscoe gets that rebound. Now, I'm expecting him to be aggressive here.
He's looking at his matchup right here with Sean Williams. But that's what Sean Williams does. He is so long, and he gets up quick.
He sure
Still
does.
gets up quick.
And that was a tremendous amount of defensive discipline to stay down until the last minute.
And a good pass right there for Bees.
I didn't see a call. Blue ball. Here's Michael Beasley on the wing. Core. Steps back. This is it. Good rebound, Clark. He's got to get going as well.
Yeah, that's a good matchup here. You mentioned before Core and Briscoe.
Another hustle play by Roscoe Smith.
Young legs.
Oh, what a play. Big offensive rebound, Smith.
And they needed that right there.
Sure did.
Because you're talking about the grind out type of basketball game.
Easily on the matchup. Gets the switch. So smooth.
Yeah, he's so good at splitting the defense. And, you know, the great players keep their head up. They see what their options are. And it's usually not the guy guarding you. You know he's there. You're looking at the second level. What happens if this guy rotates over to me? And that is the difference between good players and great players.
Yeah, and that's not an easy thing to do when you're reading that secondary defender and figuring out how to split that defense. He did a great job with that. And knocked down the free throw. 18-13, Three's Company. Here's Briscoe. Gets Beasley on him. They're giving him the shot. Keeps on taking it. Man, another hustle play by Smith. Ooh, but Reggie Evans comes up with it. Clears it to Core. Core to Beasley. 8 on the clock. Briscoe defending. Beasley. So good going right.
Yeah, that's just, it's a mismatch. He just needed a little time to get his feet set and his angles. And all Briscoe could do was battle him down low because he wasn't going to win it at the top.
There's Clark going up. Oh, they call foul on Reggie Evans. Might be a bring the fire candidate.
Yeah, I would bring the fire on this one.
That's what he's going to do. Cooper believes in Reggie Evans' defense. I like this bring the fire. But bring fire, basically, they don't like the call. You can go one-on-one to determine it, just like in the schoolyard.
Yeah, I thought Clark was leaning back, and I'm not sure that Reggie hit him.
It's a tough matchup right here. You sit right there.
You can't step back.
Two players go one-on-one. It will count. Each team gets one challenge per half. No need to rush. You have 10 seconds to do it. Oh, slipped right out of his hands. He made a nice move as well. There's that straight line drive you like.
I really do, but, you know, I'm looking at Reggie Evans. Anytime you can stop one of these guys, I mean, he had this big smile on his face like, you know, everybody's watching me. So this is good. Reggie's still smiling. He's great.
Reggie just high-five Isaiah Briscoe. He'll take any high fives right now.
You know, and a lot of these guys, they also, you know, coach their kids' teams, which is really cool. Royce White, he's got his AAU team. They have games tonight at 7 o'clock. I think there's 8, 9 of his guys, his little son. And Royce Jr. was here at practice with us last night. Carmelo's kid, we
Yep.
saw him at the Hoop Hall
Yeah.
when you were probably with Cooper, a flag. So many of these guys. Katino Mobley coaching his son. It's just, it's the best. Love having the kids in the locker room and in the gym.
Guys, we have some chatter in the chat right now about Trilogy losing Amir Johnson and also losing Hezi. Chat is saying that they wish that Trilogy would have taken Hezi back, and maybe that would have helped their team right now. They're sitting at 0-2 and struggling this game as well.
So,
what do you think?
Yeah, so what happened with that is the Hezi God decided, I'm not going to go to the combine. I mean, he was player of the week last year for 1 week. So he was a pretty dominant player. Made the All-Star Rookie of the Year. He felt like he didn't have to go to the combine. Nancy, what do you think about players play well and then decide not to try and go to the combine?
Well, you have to. It's the rules. You
Yeah,
know,
look at
captains,
Steve
you have
Jackson.
a captain and 2 co-captains. And if you don't win, if you win the championship, you get to keep your team. Or if you're in the finals,
Oh, what
you
the
get to keep your
Steven
team.
Jackson got teed
Everybody
up?
else has to throw their players back.
That got teed
It's the
up?
rule. It's the rule.
Hezi God went undrafted. They had a chance to take him. They went a different direction. Was that a mistake? I don't know if you could have Hezi God and Isaiah Briscoe. If you believe in Isaiah Briscoe, and that's where you go.
Oh,
By the
Steven
way,
Jackson.
foul on Steven Jackson.
And
He's
really,
a
the
player.
only reason Hezi God came into the league was that
I can hear him
Briscoe
telling
had
the
to
reference. I want to hear it anyway.
back in China, maybe, and he had to leave, and so they picked Hezi God up, and Hezi God, he.
What's going on to the
earned
10
his
people
right
in
for
here,
his
man? If you're new,
reputation.
please hit that sub
It's
button.
already getting heated. It's 24-15.
Welcome to the Zayvon Sports
I
Podcast.
told you this was going to be a
Glad you
bloodbath.
tuned
This
in
is going to be
on this
hard
Saturday
fought to the
for some
end.
Big 3
And that's what
basketball.
we're seeing right now from Trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, these are very talented players. Three-time championship team and Trilogy, and Michael Cooper has his team playing really well.
Side to Beasley. Bucket gets you to half. There's that sweet spin and step. He throws it
Jeez.
big.
Look at Michael Beasley, man.
Beasley, big first half for Three's company.
I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong.
That Michael Beasley
I
could
admit.
shoot that
I know
shot.
it's only
He
one
split
half,
the
but
baseline. He was almost
I
behind
think
the
I was
back
wrong,
line.
y'all. Maybe
And then comes
Trilogy,
back and
just doesn't have it this year, man.
Yes, he does.
Because they are really struggling to score. I mean, last week, I think at halftime against Tri-State, they had like 14 or 15 points. This week against Three's Company at halftime, they only had 15 points. Right? Like, that's not great. And last week, I know they almost came back against Tri-State. Y'all, when you're down by 20 points, which they were last week, okay, you're having to exert a lot of energy, to try to get back in the game. And that's what they did. Because at the end, you could tell Isaiah Briscoe, Earl Clark, those guys were exhausted. Right? Because they had exerted so much energy trying to just get back into the game. They got to do this same thing this week. Right? They're already down by 11, so. But I'm very surprised by the Trilogy, y'all. And again, that just goes to show you how good the league is, right? And the depth of all the teams. All the teams are pretty good. Even Killer Threes. I know they're on 3. Killer Threes, they still have Dante Green. They still have Dominique. Right? They still have Josh Powell. And they have Frank Nitti. So they still have talent on their team. They're just 0-3. But all these teams have talent. All these teams can beat you. And just so far for Trilogy, y'all, it just seems like it's not going to be their year. And it happens, right? I mean, we've seen it happen in the NBA, NFL. We see a team, be great. And then the next year, they just come out flat. And that's what it seems like Trilogy, man. They're just flat this season.
All summer long. The Big 3 is back, coming in hot all summer long.
Y'all, if you've been keeping up with the ticker at the bottom of the screen, so I correctly predicted the Ghost Walls will beat the Ball Hogs. I correctly predicted that Tri-State would beat the Killer Threes. I correctly predicted that the enemies would beat the Aliens. Y'all, it looks like I'm going to take my first L, so to speak, because it looks like Three's Company is going to be Trilogy. But hey, I'll take 3-1, though. I'll take that.
And get your seats now at big3.com/tickets.
Welcome back to Baltimore. Camera's on Steven Jackson. Rachel, can you ask Steven Jackson why he's still here?
Scal, I'm a little worried to go over there. I actually was heading over to the
What?
bench to talk to him at halftime, but there's so much chatter. We've heard it on the court, but he was getting heated with the refs, telling them, I played basketball my whole life. Can't tell me how I need to play.
What? Steven Jackson got
He
ejected?
was ejected. I saw the refs make the motion, like, get him out of here, but I've also heard that he's refusing to leave and he's going to stay here. I understand that things are heated.
Wow.
They are 0-2. This game is very important to them. I think that he knows that. So
I told y'all, what did I tell y'all? I told y'all Steven Jackson hates losing, man. He does not like to lose. Yeah, I know they haven't, lost this game, but they're down by 11. It just don't seem like they're really motivated to win this game, and that's irritating Steven Jackson.
I'm Brian Scalabrine alongside Nancy Lieberman. I mean, what do you think of that first half?
Well, I thought the first half was very physical.
See, I appreciate that because I want a coach to be upset. Okay, don't be a coach that's just you just stand over there just looking at us, play horrible. No. Okay, say something about it. Get fired up, right? Yell if you have to.
I think eventually he will go to the locker room. That's he gets it, and but he's not just going to walk off.
Yeah. So in the first half, Three's Company got it going, and it led really by Michael Beasley's great offensive output.
Yeah, Michael Beasley is the best one-on-one scorer in this league, and he was pretty upset about last week and how they played. And right now, you could just see he's just come back, and he's so focused and disciplined. And let me say one more thing. Michael Beasley, I have a lot of respect for. He was the one that just went over to Stack and just kind of patted him on the back and kind of said, like, hey, I respect you, but, you got to go. And he does that a lot. He's in my interactions with him, he's been really good about trying to settle people down.
I don't know what they're going to do here, but it'll be interesting to see. So it's a technical foul, so Beasley will shoot one. I think Three's Company will get the ball back. It's 26-15. That makes it 28-15.
Well, you can see Jeff Quantinence, the co-founder of the Big 3, is on the sideline with him. The security is there also, and at some point, and there's a lot of respect for Stack in this league. And at some point, I think cooler heads will.
Michael Beasley is at home. Yes, it's true. He is at home. One of the best players to come out of the DMV.
Respond down big, 30-15. Got to go to the lane right into the game. And they just really, to be honest with you, there's a lot of things going on in this game, but they just can't make a shot.
No, and I didn't think that would be the first shot for Trilogy right there. And Steven Jackson, he made his point. He stayed. He shows his toughness and how much he cares about this team.
Beasley pulls up. No, rebound. Briscoe. Briscoe's got to get going if they're going to get back in this game.
Man, I'll tell you what, Isaiah Briscoe, he just has not been able to make perimeter shots this year. He hasn't. That's what made him so dangerous.
He can come in and just give some energy right now. He doesn't get a
that's
lot of
what made
playing
Trilogy
time,
so
but he is
dangerous. Like,
6'10".
back in 21, 22, because Isaiah Briscoe, we know he's a great attacker, right? He can really finish at the rim. But he was a pretty good jump shooter those years. So far this year, man, he's been a horrible shooter.
A chance to come in and play in this game. And so your coach
Really, Earl, he's the only player on the team that has been able to knock down perimeter shots. So Isaiah Briscoe, he really can't even knock down mid-range shots right now. All his points are coming from layup. But that's tough to do because if you cannot shoot the ball, what are teams gonna do, y'all? They're gonna keep leaving you open. So they're gonna force you to shoot it.
They hit 9 threes.
You got to shoot it.
With defending them, and every time we made a run, it was just too far down.
Whoa.
We
gotta ask the chat what they think of that play. Take a look. So we got 1,
2.
He kept his foot down.
Then he said one.
That's he took one more extra step. The prima ballerina.
I love it.
I don't care though, because that's a tough move.
Into the lane, that's gonna be an and one.
And Reggie, you know better than that. There was no way you were going to stop him. So why would you foul him? And look at Beasley right now. He's talking and he's in the ear of his team.
Love how passionate you Jackson is. Yeah, I do too.
That was emotional.
Yeah, I want my coach here.
One thing about the Big 3, you get 6 fouls and they make a free throw, they get the
Yeah,
ball.
that means you get a technical foul,
You can't.
or that means you end up getting
You
ejected.
can't get back into the game.
And hey, so be it.
Exactly.
Because I'd rather a coach be fired
Possessions away.
than just be standing over there, y'all, like a stick. Right? Like, I don't want that.
They
So
do have a foul. I thought it just slipped and fell.
Got to get the Swiffers out there, clean up the court.
So I have no problem with that. Some people might. I don't have an
I
issue.
do. Keep one in the.
Getting a couple tech fouls and getting
Call it out of
ejected.
bounds. Okay, I thought they called the foul. Okay,
As long as he cares about his team. He cares about winning.
There's the lane. Had that first three. That's played well since that first shot. There's the fadeaway. Making shots. DC guys putting in the hole. Only down by 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
now you got James White.
At the end of the game, they got tired.
For James
Like
to
that.
say, I'm going to stay out and sit because he started. And I'm going to put you in the game. So we got to have you knock down some shots for us.
With good defense. Easily comes back. Baseline out of bounds.
Yeah, that was good defense. He's come in right like Ebanks in the game before.
Mm-hmm.
You can come in here and you could just, make a name for yourself just because of how hard you play.
That's what they need to see. Isaiah Briscoe only down 8 right now. And they're going to have a little bit of a timeout. Talk this over. Three's company is. What would you be saying in the huddle?
Well, I would say, look, just because Stack left, it was a distraction. You got to get refocused. We were, dominating this game, and we had it under control. Let's settle down and get back to what we were doing.
All right, let's take a look at some of the places we're going to go next week. Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. Then we head west, Anaheim, stay west in Portland, then come all the way back to Cincinnati, down to San Antonio, and then Nashville, and then into my hometown. I'll bring the trophy. I'll bring the bubbly. I'll bring the parade.
I'm sure you will.
Party at my house.
I'm sure Jalen will be there and Tatum.
All right, let's send it over to Rachel.
You lost your coach. How have you been able to keep your team composed during the second half?
Well, sometimes when you lose your coach and stuff like that happens, it motivates the team. They play a little harder. I think that's what's going on right now. Trying to play for Stack, and we're just playing with more energy.
What do you guys need to do to chip away at this lead they have?
Keep playing with energy, get stops. Just keep getting stops first to 50.
Good luck. Thank you.
9-2 run. That was James White. Now, he started this game, and now he's doing active role as a coach. But trilogy since the half and adding Caddy Lane.
It's time to turn things around. Excuse me. Yeah, they do. But it's really going to come to Isaiah Briscoe. He has to start making shots from the perimeter. You can't just continue to live off layups, man. You got to hit shots. He's not doing that.
All right, let's see what Trilogy does.
And if he continues to miss shots, what's Michael Beasley going to do? He's going to continue to make shots. So.
Good defense by Clark. That's what he does. Keeps active hands. 7 on the clock. Side out of bounds. Three's company.
Yeah, now you got to run something that's defining to the basket. You don't have time to mess around on the outside.
The lane inside again. Nice pass by Briscoe.
Those little things, right? Like the handoff.
It's a 6-point game, though.
Come over the top if you're Chalmers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Reggie Evans is like. It was the handoff.
Chalmers up top. Michael Beasley going right, pulls.
He does. He's stronger than you think, and he just is slippery, if that's a word.
It is a word. The lane inside. Right over Beasley. The lane is playing.
He's playing lights out right now.
Yes,
he's doing such a great job. He's one of the only bigs right now, and besides Clark, but he loves to seal you when he's down low.
Beasley, good defensive position by Clark. 5 on the clock. Beasley keeps going. If it's off, rebound, Caddy to the lane, out to Briscoe. Shot is up, and he is struggling.
Telling y'all, I said Briscoe, man.
Oh, what a block!
Wow.
Whoa, was that Sean Williams?
Oh, what an effort.
Lane sticks it. This guy is balling. He is
Boy,
changed
balling.
the entire complexion of this game.
Absolutely.
Trilogy down 4.
Look at
Who would
this.
have thought?
Sean Williams going up, but he came.
I know he blocked
from
Sean Williams.
the
Okay, I know Sean Williams blocked him.
side. Talk about making your teammates just feel your energy.
Here's Core on the lane. Little hesitation. The lane with the defense gets the rebound out to Clark. Briscoe steps back. Short with it.
Man, I said Briscoe.
Beasley
Man.
attacking. Runs into his own man. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Anything right now.
Foul on Caddy Lane. They missed it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that Lane was guarding Sean Williams. Look at it right here. Sean ran right into him. You gotta see what's happening and go opposite.
Lane with a fadeaway. He is lights out right now.
He's player of the game right now.
Can we say MVP?
Yes.
I mean, man, Trilogy down 2.
Wait, first they get Hezigod, then they get Lane.
Rebound Briscoe.
It's amazing. You know, Steven Jackson's in the locker room, and he's probably saying, everything I did, standing up for
give
my
respect
team,
to Trilogy,
not
though.
being there, and look
Thank
at how
you,
it's
man.
translated into
Fighting back.
how they want to play, as James White said, for their coach.
17 to 4.
Coach got ejected.
17 to 4 run.
Kind of lit a fire in him.
By Trilogy.
And really, Earl Clark hasn't been a part of the offense.
Yeah, that's just not.
He's really struggling today. Core, no. Reggie Evans.
So I think you know, if you're Three's company, you gotta get Beasley in the game.
Here we go. Earl Clark up top. We got some hecklers over here to my left. Earl Clark looking to get downhill in the post. Little shimmy shake. And that's going to be a foul on Lane.
This says a lot when you throw Reggie Evans down.
No question. Yeah, I've ran into him quite a few times. Take a look at the score. Trilogy. Now, the 10 is misleading because there were 2 technical fouls at halftime. They made both of them, so it's 4. So it's really like 17 to 6 since the second half.
You know, I mean, I like this lineup with the 2 bigs because you have to. Michael Cooper has to match up with Lane, who's just playing lights out right now. But at some point, you got to get Bees back in the game.
Here's Core. He's got Clark. I don't think he understands that that's Defensive Player of the Year. Doesn't matter. He hits the step back. Tough shot.
That's a very tough shot.
These 2 guys are going at it too.
Because look at him. He doesn't have help behind him, but he just uses his footwork. But that shot was so quick, you know, he rose up.
Clark rises up and he sticks shot over Reggie Evans.
Look at him. I love when they do that and they talk to each other.
Oh, they John, yeah.
I love it.
Core misses. There's Clark with between the legs. Like that's looks like it's going to be Trilogy ball. I didn't see a call.
I haven't seen anybody make a call.
So yeah, shot clock's at 9, so I'm gonna say Trilogy ball. Keep going to Clark.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup right here.
Yeah, it's gonna be blue ball. Core is really playing well. As come in, made that shot, playing a good defense.
And to Earl Clark, his professionalism tapped him on the chest like, young man, nice defense. That's what veterans do.
Here's Core again against Earl Clark. Pulls back, crossover again. Still got time. Got 4 on the clock. Goes right, step back. Oh, that is tough money right there. I got it. I gotta admit, you've never seen anybody get 2 buckets on Earl Clark like
Not
that?
like that.
Not like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Earl was stepping off the court for a minute.
Yeah, wanted just to dry his hands with a towel. All right, here's Smith. Smith pulls up, knocks it down.
Where's Smith?
Guys come right off the bench, right, and do work. This is a pretty big lineup right now for Trilogy.
Oh, core block. You know what? Let's throw it to Steven Jackson in the back right now.
I'm sure Isaiah Bristol is sitting on the bench going, hey, they got 40. When am I going back in this game?
All right, Reggie Evans inside. It's going to be a bucket for Williams. I guess the news is Steven Jackson's good spirits in the back, watching his team, enjoying and rooting the guys on.
He's always in good spirits. He says what he has to say. He's always in good spirits. He's a great leader of men.
For sure. There's Roscoe Smith on the drive. They got him on a foul. Down 4.
Well, the fouls are pretty low for both teams, but Smith, look at him right here. He goes right at the chest, and Reggie just reaches in. Either you got to show your full body, the driver, but you can't ole, right?
Yeah, and part of that is, I guess you have to know that Sean Williams has a good chance of coming back and blocking that shot. Big free throw for Smith. Whoa. You airball free throw. Can you just go right up with it? I don't know that rule.
That's actually a good question. Usually it goes out of bounds, right?
Yeah,
But
can
if
you
it's
just grab
airball,
it and lay it up?
Man,
these guys are battling right here. They've been battling and jawing back and forth for a while.
Mm-hmm. 2 veterans right there going at it because they care so much, Reggie and Earl.
We got a technical foul. I don't know who they called the tech on, but all right, they gave Reggie Evans a tee. This is big. Because it should be a free throw for 2 and the ball. But
yeah, I'm not understanding
it must have been
what's going on.
It must have been a double technical.
T.
Yeah, must have been a double tech.
Yeah.
Reggie Evans pops out, gets it. Here's Core, who's played great in the second half. There's a hesitation, gets downhill, rises up, no. Earl Clark gets it back. Earl's going to go back at Core. Getting into his bag here. Now, good hands by Core.
Oh, great hands.
Strong, and he got fouled. He is playing. He is playing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for Beasley and Chalmers to be on the bench as we're going to have
Yeah,
bring the
bring that
fire right
fire.
here, which is smart. You got to use it or you lift it.
All right, it's going to be not your Core versus the Defensive Player of the Year.
Now, you know, this is good. I thought what James White did right there was so smart. You have to do that.
10 seconds to get a shot off. Here's Core. Jabbing. Puts it down. Oh, that's good space. Ooh, in and out.
When game's on the line, I don't care. That's not the shot that you take, in my opinion, even though you could make it. You're going to make it or you're going to miss it. If you drive the ball to the basket, you can pump fake, you can get fouled, you can make it, you can miss it. You have one more option in your toolbox.
All right, 42-38. Good second half by Trilogy, trying to get back there. 0-2, really looking for the first win. There's the kick. Lane, that's 6 on the clock. Oh, that slipped right out of his hands. Core gets it back, goes up and lays it up.
Yeah, got it.
Big miss.
Huge.
Core is really playing well in the second half. He's made a huge impact. There's Clark going downhill, lays it up. Nice play.
There you go. Drive hard to the basket, create the contact, let the play happen as it will.
He's going to get a new ball here. 40 to 44. All right, here's Core up top. Oh, good explosion. Goes up, gets blocked. Good hustle for the ball. Roscoe Smith gets it. Over to the lane in the post. He has a mismatch. Oh, good pass. Smith lays it up. Chip it away.
One game, y'all.
I'd put Beasley
Go,
and
man.
Thomas back in the game, so you have two scorers. Right now, you only have one scorer in Core.
I think they're saying one more possession. One more before they do that.
I mean, it's a one-possession game.
Oh, he pulls back.
It's a heck of a play right there.
Oh, not to your court.
There's contact.
Oh, where you going, Roscoe? Where you going?
Look at his footwork. That's beautiful.
Yo.
Roscoe Smith pulls it back. Nowhere to go.
Oh, Sean Williams with the block.
Earl Clark pulls up. That's for two. Block.
Yeah, got blocked.
Oh, he missed it, but he got it back. Earl Clark, and he wanted the foul. 48-42. It's his game point.
Yo,
You
not
don't
to your
want to foul.
court.
You just don't want to foul. You want to
First year in
contest
the
a
Big
shot.
Three, making a name for himself.
Sticks it.
You can live with that. It's Earl Clark. That's what he's going to do.
They're rolling with Core here. They're looking for a matchup they like. It's Earl Clark.
Here goes, y'all. I don't even mind, though.
For game.
I see a core.
No good. Good hustle, Smith. Over to Clark.
Oh, look. I see a core, Earl Clark. They going at it. I love this.
No foul.
It's good defense.
Inside. No good.
Tough
Rebound
shot.
Evans. Goes to Core. He's got space.
Sean has to either carve out space or move
I see a
out.
core step back. No. Reggie Evans. Got it. That's game. Breeze Company with the win.
Big Three's best rebound.
Trilogy, y'all. Similar to last week, man, they were down by double digits at halftime. Came all the way back in the end. They lost, man. They're 0-3, y'all. So Trilogy, their season is pretty much over. The Threes Company, they're 2-1. They have a shot, man. Have a shot to make the playoffs.
You're right about that. Reggie Evans always
Nasir, of course, definitely the MVP of this game. Without him, Threes Company, they don't win this game, man. Their second half, he played so well, making big shots, not being afraid to go with Earl Clark.
So big in the second half. Big shot after big shot, defensive stops. What was going through your mind?
To play hard, get a win. We trying to get a win every week so that at the end of the season we be in the playoff picture. So that's what I came to do. Missing shots, making shots. My effort don't change, so I'm just trying to win.
Talk about the physicality, the smack talk that was on the court during this game. It was a brawl.
Yeah. Hey, they thought Isaiah Bridges was gonna get the better of this. Never in my life. You hear me? Never in my life.
Great win. You guys heard it.
Love it, man.
In his life.
Nasir Core leading this team to victory, man. Again, y'all Threes Company, they moved to 2-1. Y'all see the standings right there. You got 4 teams, 2-1. Bivouac enemies, top the stands at 3-0. And you see Trilogy and Killer Threes, y'all. Bottom of the stands at 0-3. Man, this league is so competitive. And woo-wee, this playoff picture is literally going to come down to the last game. Because there are so many teams that's in the playoff right now. Even a couple of teams is 1 and 2. You're not out of it. So
we'll see next week in Newark.
y'all, there you have it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Another week, y'all. Hey, it was so nice. Had to do it twice, right? Hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Big 3 basketball, y'all. these games are just so entertaining. I think Nikki T said that earlier. These games are just so entertaining. And this league just keeps getting better and better. The talent, man, is amazing, y'all. The coaches are amazing. And because the coaches and the players are amazing, we end up, being treated to amazing games. So, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Anybody has any last comment to make, hey, go ahead and do it at this time. Y'all see on the bottom of your screen, man. If you want to go follow me on Instagram at deadman's_21, go follow me on Twitter. It's Avon Live Sports Podcast. If y'all want, get in contact with me, just text me or hit me up. Feel free to do so. Well, if no one has anything else to add, again, y'all, this was Avon Live Sports Podcast, man. I hope y'all enjoyed us watching week 3 of the Big 3, man. Remember, y'all, laughter is good medicine, so make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm in it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.